Once again, good morning to each and every one of you. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, as we come to you each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here at the OpenMic Broadcast Network. A couple of weeks ago, we were at the Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day. Now we're here at the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Media Day, and it should be a power-packed next couple of hours right now. I want to thank those that are listening in by way of the G Line in Greenwood, Mississippi, with our, I like to call our sister station, Mr. Man in Charge, Brother Lee Hall in Greenwood, Mississippi. Of course, you can listen to us by way of the OBN network, obn-radio.com, KTOR-radio.com, and so much more ahead here as we get ready for our Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Media Day coverage. It is a beautiful setting here at the Marriott Hotel as we have weathered our way through the, I guess, slightly overcast. I've got my trusty assistant with me. I'm going to see if she's going to be able to speak with me momentarily here, and that is none other than my wife of 27 years, Miss Stephanie Prince. She's getting herself in position as we get ready to hear from her momentarily, and we'll get her tuned in and mic'd up. Good morning, Miss Stephanie. How are you today?
Good morning.
Good morning. You trying to sound all seductive this morning? How you doing?
I am not. Doing fine. Getting used to the time.
Getting used to the time. Slightly different, an hour ahead. Some people say, well, what difference does an hour make? Well, I tell you, if you go to the West Coast, she says a whole lot. If you go to the West Coast, it makes one heck of a difference as well. So the MEAC conference here, the setup is pretty robust here in the main ballroom area as we're getting things set, ready to go. We have a whole schedule of the events for you on today as we will get ready to come in. We're going to have players and everything coming in, coaches scheduled to come in, and it's going to be another action-packed day. We got our first person lining up now. Okay, Morgan State is at 9 o'clock. We got some representatives. Come on in, have a seat, guys. We won't bite you, I promise you. I promise we'll get you mic'd up here. Introduce yourselves and what brings you here. Your name, sir?
Good morning. How y'all doing today? My name is Jack Franklin. I play D-line at Morgan State University.
G-line, Morgan State University. And you, sir?
How y'all doing? My name is Elijah Staley. I play quarterback at Morgan State University.
So we got the captain of the offense, and I'm assuming the captain of the defense representing Morgan State. What's it like for you guys to be here representing your schools in this nature?
It's an honor, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. I'm happy to be here. I love the experience that I've been going through so far, and just, you know, like I said, it's just a blessing for me.
It's a blessing for you. Did you ever imagine yourself being in this position when you were a little kid kicking around the ball in the backyard?
Yeah, this is always something I wanted to do, some of my set dreams ahead of me, set goals for, and now that I'm being able to do it, it's kind of surreal to me.
So with this happening for you right now, what is it like for you to represent Morgan State as a student athlete? Because we do understand people always think about the athlete, but what about the student athlete? And what does it mean for you to represent Morgan State?
I mean, it feels good. You know, I take everything seriously in what I do when it comes to student athletics, and, you know, to be able to be in this position to represent Morgan State, it just means the world to me.
Okay, now we got your big guy over here who sets you up in position. Now, you're looking mild and mannered right now. You're looking very dapper in your outfit, but with you being a D-line, you got to be pretty aggressive at times, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you like bumping heads around?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay, now who's your player that inspires your game and keeps your motor running?
I like Michael Bennett of the Seattle Seahawks. I feel like we play a similar game. And I also like Aaron Donald. I just like how he plays for real.
Well, you pick a couple of what I call nice, nasty guys right there.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're telling me? You kind of nice, nasty in a way?
Yes, sir. You got to be crazy to play defensive line.
Well, I'm an old linebacker myself, so I do understand. Now, I used to cut patches in my head. You said I don't have that problem anymore. But I used to cut patches in my head just to, kind of, walk around with your helmet off. And guys were like, well, what's going on with you? What is it that you do to kind of get in your opponent's psyche?
I just like to talk trash, honestly. You know, if I make a play.
No, you don't look like you're a trash talker.
No. You be asking my teammates, I talk a lot of trash. But
now, are you able to back that up?
Oh, yes, sir. I always talk the talk and I walk the walk. But I make sure I handle my business on the field.
I like that. Talking the talk and walking the walk. This is the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince with the OpenMic Broadcast Network. We have Morgan State Bear representatives in the house. And once again, for those who just join in, repeat your name so everybody can get a feel.
Jai Franklin, Morgan State defensive line.
And that's Mr. Nice Nasty, ladies and gentlemen.
Elijah David, the quarterback.
And that is Dr. Suave. These guys are looking real good. Now, you guys, of course, coming in from Morgan State, not too far of travel, but what was it like for your travel and preparations for this media day?
You know, honestly, I just been focusing on working out recently. You know, we got ready for this. You know, I got my suit. You know, I had to look real good. But other than that, we've been focused on the season. The season's coming up soon. We've been working hard, and that's what we've been focusing on the most. And then we got here. We knew we had to change mindsets to be around everybody else in the conference. For me, this is my first time, so I just been enjoying every minute of it.
Well, now with Morgan State, of course, you had somewhat of a challenge last season. What are some of the things that you guys are looking at as the new beginning for the 2017 season starts?
We're just gonna be the hardest working team in the MEAC. That's what we do right now. We all work hard. My teammates work hard, especially my offensive line. Shout out to my offensive line. You know, I gotta show them some love, but. You know, we all just been working hard, and that's what we want to do. We're going to keep getting better every day, and that's what we focus on. Each day get better than you were the day before.
Now, your coach is not listening right now. What's your favorite play to call?
My favorite play? Oh, man. I love any play that scores touchdowns.
Well, aren't all plays designed to have a big breakout? But you got to have a favorite play that if you say, hey, Coach, if I get to choose. Now, let me ask you, do you get to call your plays or the plays sitting in front of you? Sometimes, depending on the situation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give us a scenario what that situation would be.
We have like a little package where I would just call the plays, but I mean, you know, it's just whatever the coach wants me to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
So you're a game player.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, we truly appreciate this. Anything you want to shout out to Morgan State Nation as you get ready for this closing segment part?
I just want to give a big shout out to Coach Antonio James, who's my defensive line coach last year, and William Carr, he's my current defensive line coach now, and Marcus Six for driving us down 4 hours.
4 hours, man. You know, them road trips. Now, let me tell you something, man. I flew here. I took like hopscotch across America to get here. I flew from Charlotte to Baltimore. No, from Houston to Baltimore. I don't know. Anyway, I got to Baltimore, and I flew to Philadelphia. 22-minute flight. What's the point of that?
Right.
You know, so you guys drove 4 hours?
Yes, sir.
Give us a funny road story on this trip. I know it had something had to happen.
I don't know if this is really funny, but my parents, you know, they drove up here and they was like, Elijah, on your way to Virginia Beach, you're going to go through a tunnel. So I was like, cool, I want to go through this tunnel. I fell asleep through the whole tunnel. Never got to see it.
Hold on, man. Well, you got to go back that way, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm going to fall asleep again.
No. Look. You've got to stay up, brother. You've got to stay up. Because, look, you didn't see the swamp monsters running through the tunnel?
I didn't see nothing. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, guys, look, we want to wish you a very successful 2017 season. It is a joy and honor to be here. We come by way of Texas, and we're just mighty glad to be a part of this great event here for the MEAC. And once again, good luck on your 2017 campaign. Now, I'm going to give you a chance to give a shout-out to anyone.
Man, I just want to give a shout-out, you know what I'm saying? First of all, to my mom. You know, I've been through quite the what's the word I'm looking for, roadblocks, and my mom has been there for me. And shout out to Coach Ferry. You know, Coach Ferry gave me my second chance. And, you know, shout out to all my teammates, my receivers. I know they're back at the school working right now. And
okay.
Just appreciate everybody who's been supporting me.
Okay, well, very good. They say, ready or not, here we come, right? It's time to get it started.
Yes, sir.
Now, did you young men, or do they allow you guys to pledge these days?
Do they allow us?
Yes.
Not really sure. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, but apparently you guys hadn't pledged anything.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to check out. I was going to get a chance to holler out to your brothers and everything.
No, sir.
Okay, guys, look, we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out. Morgan State being representatives in the house right now. We are right in the middle, just got started off with our MEAC coverage here at Media Day. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. As we have people coming up lined up, we'll have them just letting us know who are going to be coming and representing here momentarily. Meanwhile, with Howard Bison representation is now coming in. Okay. As you young men grab the mic, introduce yourselves, let everybody know who you're talking with.
Anthony Filliard, running back, Howard University.
Anthony Filliard, running back.
Trayvon Hunt, corner, Howard University.
Okay, now we got a corner and a running back. Now, I'm going to let you guys decide who's going to go first, offense or defense. Uh-oh, he said offense. Now, okay, now you offense grabs the mic and said it's all about the O. Now, you've introduced yourself. What was it like for you guys to be selected as a representation of the Bison?
It feels good. You know, it feels like I'm not sure. I feel like, you know.
Oh, now the offense just fumbled. So the defense is coming to the rescue.
It's all right. But it was a great opportunity for both of us. We really appreciate the recognition from our coaches around the MEAC to be here this week. So we love the opportunity to be here right now.
Okay, the opportunity is great. This is something that you guys, when you start seeing the grade pop up like it is on me, you can go back and tell your children and your grandchildren about this moment. Now, for you guys to be here, Bison, under new leadership of Mike London, what has that been like for you guys with your spring ball and your workout formats?
Oh, it's been great. He came in January, and ever since the first day he came in, he set the standard for what we're going to have, discipline, no crazy stuff, and we've been grinding ever since then. Hard work. We've been playing hard spring ball throughout the summer.
Okay, now what is one of the differences that you've picked up right away under the leadership of Coach Mike London?
One of the differences that we've accomplished is go to class, show class, and treat people with dignity and respect. And that's one of the big things that Mike London is really about. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really want us to further ourselves as men and not just football players. So
absolutely,
that's something that he taught us.
Because one thing about it, sooner or later you'll play your last game of football, and it's all about how you prepare yourself for life after the game. And when you realize that you're about being representation not only of your university, your teammates, but your families and your community. And so these are great building blocks for you guys to get toward those goals. Are there any surprises that people should be aware of for Bison Nation coming up this season?
They just need to expect a way better season this year. Great effort, much more effort, more discipline, and all out. Just great team this year. We're going to go all out every play, every down, every game we come to, coming in to compete for championship.
Now, I've been asking the guys, and I'm pretty sure I already know what your answer is going to be. What's your favorite play to be called when in the huddle?
I would say inside zone. I like to get dirty a little bit.
The little big man, so he likes to get dirty a little bit. Now, you guys, what are your majors, and how did you come about choosing Howard as your place to play your ball?
Well, my major is administration of justice, and I chose Howard because I'm from the country, Shelby, North Carolina, so little town, and I love to be out in the city. I love to see new things, try new things. So when I came on my official visit at Howard University in Washington, D.C., it was everything. It was so much to do, monuments, museums, everything to go to, and I loved it. I love to find a new transportation, the metro. I ain't never been in a metro before, so just new opportunities. I just love the city life. I just was happy to be able to get up here to start.
So you're a country transplant that's enjoying the city?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you telling the country that you're never coming back?
Now, I'm going to come back. It just not in my prime.
Not right now.
Not in my prime. After I retire, I'll go back to the country. It's more, the country is more like a relaxing place for people who retire. You're done with life. You just want to relax, enjoy your family, and that's I'm not in that right now. I'm just in my prime trying to.
You're trying to get it.
Yeah, trying to grind hard, be in the city, and make some money.
Well, I'm from St. Louis, and I now live in the country, so I do understand that. So there's nothing like that country life, man, I tell you. And you, sir, what brought you to Howard, and what's your major?
Sports management major. And what brought me to Howard is really the Academic Institute. You know, Howard has a great legacy of academics, and it was just something that, you know, that was brought to my attention. And, you know, I was offered a scholarship from Howard University, so that's what really brought me here.
Very good. Now, guys, we got one more question. What's your message to Bison Nation that's listening to this broadcast right now?
One message for our Bison Nation is to fight on, Bison. Keep pushing.
Fight on, keep pushing. You, sir.
Mission possible.
Mission possible. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Done a job well done here to represent Bison Nation. This is the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, with the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the MEAC Media Day 2017. We've got our next, guest set up, and it will DSU, Delaware State, is now lining up, and we will have them mic'd up here in just a moment. Delaware State coming in, getting in position. No, we changed up South Carolina. Okay, so it's Delaware, not Delaware, but it's South Carolina. Okay, very good, very good. Mike, grab the mic there, and we get you mic'd up. Introduce yourselves. Boy, you guys are looking like new money around here, man.
Thank you.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Darius Leonard.
And your position, Brother Leonard?
Linebacker.
Man, you's a man child, sir. Good Lord, what's your size, man?
6'3", 230.
You lying, man. Good Lord, man. You feel safe around him, don't you, bro? Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is DeJuan Ford Jr. I'm a quarterback, and I'm 6'2" and 190.
6'2" and 190. Man, no, hold on, man. Stand up for a minute. Y'all stand up just for a second. Good night, Irene, man. You sure you 6'2"? Oh. All right, go ahead. I'm just messing with you guys, man. Look, this is an honor for you guys to be a representation of your schools. And how did it feel when you got the news you're going to be representing?
It felt great because it felt like the guys voted where the coaches voted you on as a leader, as a captain. So actually feel good to know that the coaches and all the other players kind of look up to us and expect us to be leaders and stuff. So it was a great thing to be.
Now, did you guys get nervous when you said, man, how am I going to handle this? What's going to happen here?
Last year was my first year, so I was pretty nervous last year.
So you're telling me you're an old pro at this?
I ain't going to say a pro, but hey, I'm all right with it now.
You're all right with it right now. And you, sir, being the quarterback and everything, how did this feel for you?
Well, this is actually my first time. I was a little nervous because around the whole crowd and everything, but this is a great experience. I'm going to be back next year. I know that.
I know that's right. Now, look, man, it's nothing to be nervous about. It's just like being at the game, right?
Yeah.
Now, you guys are going to be a part of a pretty big game coming up real soon. Y'all want to talk about that a little bit?
So the MEAC swag game.
Well, come on, Mr. All-Pro. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Now, you guys are going to be going up against Southern University at Montford Stadium. Have you ever been to Southern?
No, sir, never.
It's going to be an experience of a lifetime. It's about a 20,000-seat stadium, and it is a very, very well-attended event. You guys should have a very, very good time. And if you've never been to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you got to get you some of that gumbo, and you really just want to sit back and take it all in. So with this game being set up, and I'm calling this is the main event because there's another MEAC's SWAC challenge with FAMU and Texas Southern. But what was it like for you guys to be a part of the game that was dubbed to be the official MEAC SWAC challenge?
It actually feels great to be a part of it because I was 2 years ago. I was happy to be a part of it when we went down to Florida and played in the MEAC SWAC. So it's actually a great accomplishment to be coming out and supporting the MEAC. So you're gonna feel great.
You feel like a lot of pressure on you, man?
No, sir.
All right, all right, very good. Now you being the quarterback and all, and you get you guys run a multiple offense, right? And what is your favorite play to call and why?
Well, my favorite play to call is an option play because of I get to run. I get to make different decisions.
You get to show out a little bit.
Yeah, I get to show out a little bit.
All right, now you guys are representing the MEAC for this MEAC SWAC challenge. You got some guys that you're chasing right now in the MEAC. What has it been like for you guys for your preparation as you're coming out? Because once this MEAC SWAC challenge is over with, it's back to the daily grind of handling business in the MEAC. And what has been some of the motivation and inspiration for you guys to dethrone your current representation?
I'll say that you see a lot of guys talk about the MEAC versus SWAC, especially guys back at South Carolina State who never, who never lost to the SWAC. So we kind of want to uphold tradition and don't lose to the SWAC. But I think it's going to be a great game back and forth. So I just hope
Well, I'm going to give you guys a little tidbit. The MEAC has definitely had the advantage over the SWAC in this MEAC SWAC, and even in the now Celebration Bowl. Mm-hmm. However, the team that has won the last 2 SWAC games for the SWAC has been Southern University. So Southern's coming in with a 2-0 record, and you guys are feeling the pressure about don't lose to the SWAC because no one has lost to the SWAC from Bulldog Nation. Is that pressure or what?
No, I ain't gonna say necessarily pressure. There's really no pressure playing football. It's just going out there having fun and executing what the game plan is. So I don't think it's too much pressure.
Now, where are your hometowns and what were your majors and how did you guys decide to choose to become a Bulldog?
I'm from Lakeview, South Carolina, a little small country town. My major is a physical activity management major, and I got at South Carolina State. Oh man. The reason I went there, I was originally going to Clemson, and then my grades didn't turn out to where Clemson wanted to be, so they pulled their scholarship from there. So actually, I signed with South Carolina State, my last resort. So then after I became a Bulldog, I fell in love with being a Bulldog, being part of this great defense, and that's how I became a Bulldog.
Okay. And you, sir?
Well, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL. All right.
Originally from Stone Mountain, Georgia. I went to Stevenson High School. There's a lot of people that got recruited there. My head coach was talking to Buddy Pugh, and my head coach was like, he's the one right there. So I actually got familiar with the campus and with the coaches. I got good chemistry with the coaches, so I ended up going to South Carolina State, and my teammates started loving me and everything, so I just started falling in love with the football team. So a match made in heaven then.
Now, for you coming from Atlanta, that's not too far of a travel for you.
No, it's like 3 hours away.
3 hours. Yeah. Now, coming from here to your home base, how long a travel was that for you guys?
For me, it was about like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, so it really wasn't.
Now, coming from South Carolina State to here, to where we are today.
Oh, it was about 5 hours.
5 hours. So you guys flew, drove?
We drove.
You drove. You got a funny road trip story you want to share with us? I know something funny happened. I know it always. Look, man, I know how that gets. Now make sure that this is a family-oriented program. So I know something that you can share.
Oh, man. I'll let you answer.
He don't want to incriminate himself. The old pro slides it off to the quarterback.
All right, I'll say the driving part. All right, I was going to sleep, so.
So that was the funny trip?
Nah, I was going to sleep, and then he had hit a little bump in the road, and we got scared. Nobody didn't want to go to sleep.
So it woke you up.
Yeah.
So you telling me that the driver wasn't the best driver in the world?
I mean, he all right.
He all right. Are we going to identify who the driver was?
Nah.
All right, look, it's time for you guys to leave a parting message with Bulldog Nation. And what would that message be? Starting with the quarterback, and we'll end up with the linebacker.
Starting with the quarterback. Just be ready this season.
Just be ready.
Yeah, we're going to be on top.
As old T.O. used to say, get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn ready.
All right. And you, sir, you're going to close us out.
I just say to the Bulldog Nation, I just say get ready to watch some good hard-hitting, playing football. And hopefully you'll be on the edge of your seat the whole game.
Be on the edge of your seat. All right, then. All right, well, guys, look, thank you guys so much for coming, being a part. And
thank you for having us.
Great. Look, man, this dude is huge. Man, I don't care what nobody say. You're not 6'3". They lying to you, boy. You're not. You say 230?
Yes, sir.
Man, no.
6'3", 230.
I weigh 220 pounds. And you making me look like a small order of fries. You sure you weigh 230?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you because you're bigger than I am. But look, I appreciate you guys so much. Bulldog Nation representing here at the MEAC Media Day. It's time for us to hit. Okay, we got Bethune-Cookman on the horizons. The Rattlers say, get up before you get bit, Bulldogs. So
yes, sir. We shall see.
Hey, man, say that for the field.
Yes, sir.
Say that for the field. All right, look, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We're getting set now for Rattler Nation coming in. FAMU, I'm sorry, not FAMU, but Bethune-Cookman. The Wildcats, I'm sorry, I will have FAMU Rattlers, but Bethune-Cookman coming in, getting lined up. Man, I got these brothers here looking like they're part of the FBI right now. They're not looking all dapper. Dan, grab that microphone, introduce yourselves, please.
Trenton Bridges, linebacker, Bethune-Cookman University.
Trenton Bridges, linebacker, Bethune-Cookman.
You got Frank Brown, wide receiver from Bethune-Cookman.
I like that. He said, and you got Frank Brown. But look here, now we're going to start with you, Brother Frank. It's obvious you got a little swag in your life, don't you? Right. Is that a yes or no?
I'm saying, you know, us Cookman boys, we got a little flavor, a little style.
A little flavor, a little style. Is that got something to do with that Florida way?
Just a little Florida sauce. That's what we call it.
A little Florida sauce. Well, look, guys, what is it like for you guys to be selected as representation of a Wildcat Nation?
I'm going to go first and say it's an honor. Since we got up here from our flight, it's been great. Everything been going well, organized. Yeah, they in a nice hospitality.
Nice hospitality as it got things going on. And look at the linebackers. Let me help you out. Let me show you how to do that. And you, sir?
It's been a humbling experience, man. I'm glad that Coach Sims has trusted in us, you know, to be up here representing for our whole university, not just the football program or the athletics program, but the whole university as a whole.
Absolutely. Now, when you guys hear, you know, MEAC, SWAC, and then you compare that to the Power Fives, SECs, and the Big Tens, what would you want people to know about your level of play and something that they probably don't even understand or recognize about the grind you guys have to put in?
It's a grind, you know. It's like we like to say all the time. It's just football. Everybody, either you got it or you don't. You know, we're a Division I program. We're a Division I conference, just like those guys. You know, we beaten teams that's in the FBS level, and we beaten FIU twice. You got A&T beat Kent State last year. You know, we compete toe-to-toe with those guys. So just because they're bigger and I guess they had bigger offers than us doesn't necessarily mean that they're a better team than us.
And don't it feel good when you hit the giant right in the mouth?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Now, you guys are coming in, getting ready for this MEAC season. Not the most productive season last year. What are you using to build upon to get ready for this 2017 campaign?
I believe we're just going to go back to our old ways. Last year, we kind of leaned away from it, try to do something new. A lot of injuries happened. But now we're just going to go back to the basics, you know. We're going to practice hard every day. We're going to compete every day. So that's how we're going to do it.
Brother Brown, he just got confidence beyond confidence, don't he? Yeah, and that's what you like, right? So I can imagine that at money time, you want the ball in your hand.
Every down.
Even when they got two on your coach, they can't keep up with it.
I'm going to catch it.
You're going to catch it.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, what are your majors, and how did you decide to become a Bethune-Cookman Wildcat?
Well, in Florida, Bethune-Cookman is known for their band. I didn't really know about the football program until like my senior year. I looked into it, and they was winning as well, just like the band was.
Uh-huh.
We know they rival FAMU. We don't too much deal with them guys over there, you know. Not to fit the bit, right?
Hey, like I've been telling them, say that for the field. Say that for the field, right?
So, but we love the program, what it stands for. How Mary, how she came into the school and what she did to make the school better. Like she put in $1.25, $1.50, and started the school. Like her legacy. Right. That's what we stand for. That's why we do the legacy walk before the game. It's powerful.
There you go. And for you, sir, your major and what led you to Bethune-Cookman?
My major is business administration, and I'm going to get my master's in sports management. But what led me to Bethune-Cookman is, you know, I'm a hometown kid. I'm 20 minutes up the road. You know, I always used to watch Cookman play growing up, and coming out of high school, I had a little injury I had to get over, and a lot of schools backed out of me, you know, so Cookman stuck with me. So they pledged me their loyalty, so I pledged them mine. That's when I committed, and ever since then, we've just been hitting the ground running. All right, man. Look, it is great to sit here and talk with some well-polished young men that are representing their schools and their families quite well. Any parting message you want to lead to Wildcat Nation as we wrap up this segment here? Oh, you don't let me hear it. Brother Brown said, give me that there microphone. I'm going to just say it's the bounce back season. We back. We reloaded. We back. That's all I'm going to say. He said, we back. That's it. It's short, sweet, and to the point. Right. Don't drop the mic. We got to pay for that. No. Look, I appreciate you so much, man. Great job. Bethune-Cookman representing well here at the MEAC Media Day 2017. We are steady flowing and going as we get ready. We got Savannah State representation coming into the fold right now. The Savannah State Tigers coming along as we will get, boy, these are some giant young men
coming in. We got two young men here representing Savannah State. They're going to introduce themselves and the position that they're playing. You, sir, go first.
Yes, sir. I'm Tino Smith II. I play wide receiver.
Tino, you a big wide receiver, brother. You're not a tight end.
Oh, sir, wide receiver.
Wide
all
receiver.
The way.
He said all the way.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Brother Tino Smith. And you, sir, are?
Malik Simmons, middle linebacker.
Malik Simmons, middle linebacker. Now, once again, welcome here to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and to the MEAC Media Day. For you guys to be representation of Tiger Nation, what was that like for you when you got the word that you're going to be on this trip?
It was exciting. You know, I was ready to come up here and enjoy the experience. You know, not everyone gets to experience things like this, so I want to embrace the experience.
No, not everyone wants to embrace the experience. Now, you guys under second-year coach now, Coach Rayburn. What was that like for you coming in under coach with the new message and everything that he has in store, and how have you guys received this message?
Well, I believe everyone's buying into his message, you know, and his message is great. You know, it's just that every day, it's like a business. He said, treat it like a business. You go on to work, you know, if you don't, you know, come to work, you don't show up, you get replaced. So basically everybody come in, they bought in, they don't want to get replaced, they want to play. So they bought into his message, and that's why we're building. That's why you build it. Now, what you had a couple of significant wins on last season where people were kind of counting you out. And one thing about athletics, when you're in a program that has had some challenges over the season, and it's just you and the guy next to you locked in arm in arm, say, if don't nobody else believe in us, we got to believe in ourselves. What was it like for you all to pull off that first win and then a couple other significant wins last season? We always believe in ourselves, honestly. You know, when we're in the locker room with each other, you know, we always motivate each other. You know, last game of the season, first game of the season, it's the same. We're still going to motivate each other. You know, we feel like we can go out there and compete with anybody. You know, so, like you said.
Go ahead. You ready?
Yeah, like Tino said, we always go in there believing we could get the victory no matter who it is. That's the main thing. Just believing in each other, pushing each other to always be great and never settle for less.
All right. Now, I got both of you guys here. Who is your favorite player of influence for your style of play, and how did that become?
This might be a little crazy, but my favorite player is Kobe Bryant. The way, even though I play football, his killer mentality, I try to take that with me with anything I do.
The Black Mamba.
Yes, sir. In the classroom, on the football field, in the weight room, no matter what, I'm in Black Mamba mode.
Look, he's in Black Mamba mode. We might have to dub you the Black Mamba throughout the coverage of Savannah State. And you, sir?
You know, style of play, I'll say Dez Bryant. You know, not his attitude on the field, but
hold on. Did you say that because you're a Cowboy fan or something?
No, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I just, you know, just when the ball's in the air, you know, you can just see in his eyes that he wants it. You know, you can see it in his eyes.
I forgot I'm talking to another receiver over there. That almost cut your mic off. Talking about Dez Bryant. My wife is a Cowboy fan. That's why she's hitting me. I'm a Steelers fan myself, but that's okay. Well, I'm sorry. So I didn't mean to cut you off, brother Tino.
But yeah, just, you know, Dez Bryant, just, you know, when I see a ball in the air, you know, I want it. I want to go get it. You know, that's.
How bad you want it, Tino?
I see it like it's money.
You see it like it's money?
I don't want nobody.
Is it your money or my money, Tino?
It's my money.
So you going to take my money from me, Tino?
Hey, if there's opportunity to put food on my family's table, then I got to do what I got to do.
I know that's right, brother Tino. I know that. I'm just looking, my time is up. My health goes is done. You know, but I do understand. Now, look, what's your major, and what led you guys to want to be a Savannah Tiger?
I'm a mass communications major. You know, this is what I like to do. And then what led me there, you know, I believe God led me there, honestly. You know, I went through a lot, you know, in the recruiting process. And, you know, Savannah State just never gave up. You know, they was always there. So, you know, they was loyal to me, so I got to be loyal to them.
Absolutely. That's very deep, brother, very deep.
My major is behavior analysis.
Oh, so you want to line people up and tell them they're crazy?
Something like that.
Go ahead,
yes, sir.
Go ahead. And what led you to become a Savannah?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia. So
okay.
Yes, sir. I always hearing about the team and things like that. So
look, I got a Savannah Tiger story. My line brother is actually, he played at Savannah in the late 80s. He ended up transferring to Prairie View. I went to Prairie View A&M University. And he was a defensive end. Name was Mark McClendon. And he was a Savannah. And I used to always hear him talk about Savannah. Then you get a little older, you find out. But I want to wish you guys nothing but success and great favor for your 2017 campaign.
Thank you.
Any parting message you want to give to Tiger Nation as we get ready to shut this segment down?
I want to personally thank Tiger Nation between the wins and losses. They always be there for us. So this season right here, we're going to do this for Tiger Nation.
All right, doing it for Tiger Nation. And you, Tino, you get the last word. Don't drop my mic, though.
I got you. For Tiger Nation, we appreciate them to the utmost. We love them, and we're just thankful. And, this ride that we about to be on the 2017 season is going to be, we never want to forget. So it's going to be a great season.
Well, the Tigers are on the rise. If you allow me to say, the eye of the Tiger has come back. And with that, we want to thank Savannah State representation for coming in. This is a special edition of the Mike Prince Show. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, live from Norfolk, Virginia with MEAC Media Day 2017. We get lined up for our next guest. Now we have Delaware State. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming here. Delaware State, the Hornets are now coming into the fold as we're getting people lined up. And we're getting lined up, and you can introduce yourself. Hold on. He ready. He ready. Well, go ahead. What's your name, sir?
Bryson Eileen, running back.
Bryson Eileen, running back. Well, boy, you hit the hole that quick. They're not going to be able to touch you, huh? All right, and you, sir?
Brian Cavalcante, linebacker.
Brian, and say the last name again?
Cavalcante.
Oh, Cavalcante. Okay, gentlemen, welcome here to Radio Row here at MEAC Day 2017. It's got to be a thrill and an honor for you to be representing the Hornets, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Now, with you guys being here and seeing all this going on, is this your first time coming to this event?
Yeah, it's our first time.
Okay, and what has it been like for you to be a part of this?
It's been good. I mean, I never expected to be here my sophomore year. Maybe 1 year I'll be here, but it's been an honor just coming here and sucking everything in.
Okay, and for you, sir, what has it been like?
To me, I think it really has been more of a type of motivation. You know what I mean? Kind of coming in and being that bottom bracket team and coming in and still being able to represent your team is definitely motivation to see everybody else here and kind of the expectations coming into the season.
Now, you just made a mention here about being a bottom bracket team. When you see that and hear that, what does that do for you personally as far as motivation goes?
For motivation, I think that it only makes you want to work a lot harder. I don't believe that we were an 0-11 team, but that's just what the record showed. And we're definitely a better team than we were last year, but last year was last year. So I definitely feel as though motivation-wise, this will definitely bring us up.
And for you, sir, what's your response to that question?
I just feel like it made me work harder, and just being 0-11 and never experiencing that. I never want to feel it again. So everybody just working hard all off season, just not to feel that again.
Well, here's something I want to share with you. I went to a university in Prairie View A&M University, and in the era where we went 0-88, okay? And let me tell you something that I admire about what you guys are doing right now. It's easy to show up going 11-0. It's easy to show up going 5-6. But when you are constantly working uphill, it takes character, it takes dedication, and it takes just, if you allow me to say it, just straight up being a man, going in, dealing with these adversities and giving it everything you got. And I commend you guys on that, and I'm going to let you respond on what it's like for you guys on that.
It's definitely just the adversity actually, definitely makes us stronger as a team, and individually definitely makes us stronger as well, because adversity kind of really tests you, who you are as a man and who you are as an individual, and brings each other together as a team, and that will to win and coming every week, and even at the end of the season when you know what your record was, that motivation coming into the next season, it's a different taste in your mouth, and really different expectations for that upcoming season.
Absolutely. And for you, sir?
It's basically the same thing he said. It just motivates you. You never want to feel that again. It
adversity makes you work harder all off season. It's always in the back of your mind. You just don't want to be on the bottom again.
So I know with you guys coming in, the first thing you want to get out the gate, you got to get number one. Yep. And it doesn't matter who it's against. It doesn't matter if the score was 2-0, 3-2. We just need number one. They say that first one is the hardest one to achieve. But look, guys, you guys keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. I got to ask you this: what are your majors, and what led you to become part of Delaware State's program?
My major is movement science, so it's really like exercise science. I want to be a strength and conditioning coach. What moved me to Delaware State was I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Okay. So I have a lot of uncles and everything that played for Delaware State, and I wanted to represent. I wanted to represent. We got a new coach that year I came in, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to change the culture. I wanted to be that spark that definitely changed the program. So that's what led me to Delaware State.
Absolutely. And for you, sir?
My major is movement science, and what led me to Delaware State was basically I wanted to help change the culture. Also, I just wanted to bring back the winning ways, and also they seemed like they showed the most love. I went to prep school after high school because I didn't have any offers, and they were the first school to offer me. And they seemed like they really wanted me, so that's what led me here to Delaware State.
It feels good to be wanted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, you got the parting words for Hornet Nation, and what will those parting words be, starting with you, sir?
Repeat the question, please.
Okay. What's going to be your parting words for Hornet Nation as you end this interview?
Okay. Last year was last year, and we'll be back this year.
Last year was last year, boy. Short and sweet. Last year was last year. We're back this year. And you, sir?
Just be on the lookout. We're going to make something happen. Just
somebody about to get stung, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, look, guys, we want to thank you guys so much for being a part of Delaware State, representing here at the MEAC Media Day 2017. It is nothing but action galore coming in right now as we get ready for our next wave. North Carolina A&T representation coming in the house right now. We are live here on Radio Row from the MEAC Media Day as we get ready here to get the introduction of our next young men on the line here. Go ahead, sir. Are you ready to go?
Brandon Parker, left tackle from North Carolina A&T.
Brandon Parker, left tackle.
There is Lockhart, free safety, North Carolina A&T.
There is Lockhart, free safety. Now, you guys coming in off a pretty strong season last year, but before we get into that, how does it feel to be representation of your school?
It feels great. It's a great honor for your coaches and your peers to respect you so highly that they trust in you, to believe you, to send you here and let you represent the conference. It says a lot.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's a great honor for me coming as I've been a 3-year starter, and this is my first time coming, so I definitely feel very honored to come and represent our defense.
Yes, sir. Now, you guys had a pretty strong season on last year. If I'm not mistaken, was it the Richmond Spiders that you fell short to? What was it like to experience that game in the playoff series of the FCS, and what did you learn from that?
It was a great experience. Richmond has a great crowd, great experience, great environment to play in. Now, it was a little cold up there, but granted it's, early, late, but, not all teams will be blessed to be playing that late, so it kind of comes with the territory. But it was a great experience to, see and give us something to work for this year. Now,
did that cold kind of mess with you a little bit up there?
Not necessarily, because, we're linemen. Linemen don't really feel much once you get going, and then we're taught to be tough without sleeves, so I didn't feel it, but the rest of the team kind of felt it.
Okay. And for you, sir?
Well, that cold, that was something new to me. I'm not a big fan of the cold, so I had about 3 layers on, but
see, man, you're a cornerback. You don't need all those clothes on.
Hey, I'm from the South. I'm from Auburn, Alabama. It ain't cold down there. That was something new to me, but it was a great experience, and I felt like right after we warmed up, we kind of forgot about the cold.
Right, and it is all psychological anyway. But now you guys coming in, strong season last year, came up a little bit short. What's your motivation as you go into this 2017 campaign?
Well, this year our motivation is basically just to finish strong. Like, that's one of the main things our head coach, Coach Broadway, likes to emphasize, finishing. You got to finish every game, every season, One game is all it takes to be out of the run for the championship. So,
absolutely. And that's what makes college football pretty hyped up, man, because you could have, like you guys were rolling. It went down to the final week. Well, for you guys, And I know that had to be a little bit disappointing. You do get a playoff bid, but you're like, man, I really and truly feel like my work was undone. Is that fair assessment?
Yes, sir, it is. Even though we were blessed with the opportunity to go to the playoffs, it wasn't Celebration Bowl. You practice all summer, you work hard, and you preach Celebration Bowl or bust. So it's hard to sit back and watch somebody on TV get that shine, knowing you had a chance to be there, and you just fell that short.
Well, and then, a nice, I should say, rival that you lose to in that, and that has to sting a little bit deeper as well, I know.
Yeah, it does, especially when it's like your little brother taking it from you.
Right, you're like, man, I know I've pancaked this dude at least 3 times, and here he is on the I didn't want to call nobody out, but I know that's competitive nature, though, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, now we got the representation of the Aggies in the house. I want you guys to let the OpenMic family know, what was it, number one, what is your major, and what led you to become an Aggie?
I'm an electrical engineering major, and I've had a lot of Aggie blood in my family for a long time now. My aunt and uncle were both Aggies. My granddad was an Aggie. My sister was an Aggie 2 years before me, so I'd already been introduced to the family. So once I went there for homecoming for my unofficial visit, once I had my scholarship offer, I fell in love with it, and that made me want to commit.
Very good. Electrical engineering. And you, sir?
Well, I'm a liberal studies major, and I think what brought me to A&T was the chance to be great. Coach Washington, he was my recruiter, and, he really just sold me on the opportunity to be great and win championships, and, I just fell for it.
You fell for it? Well, hey, you know what? It's nothing like once you find a school that fits you and you fit that school and you guys gel together, you make some beautiful things happen. I want to wish you all a very successful 2017 campaign. Now, you have parting words that you can leave with Aggie Nation, starting with you, Mr. Cornerback. What will that message be?
That message would be, don't sleep on the Aggies. We coming for it.
Don't sleep on the Aggies. We're coming. All right. And you, sir?
Stay tuned. We've been working. We're going right back to where we belong.
Stay tuned. We're getting right back where we belong. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming and to share with us right now. We are on Radio Row for the MEAC Media Day 2017. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, as we get ready for our next person. As we have the Rattlers now in the house. Florida A&M representation coming to the table as they're rolling right in and out. Who's going to go first and grab the mic, introduce yourselves, and let everybody know who they're talking with? You, sir.
Calvin Darville, defense end from Florida A&M.
Calvin
Darville.
Darville, yes, defensive end. And you, sir?
Osmond Aguilera, center.
Osmond Aguilera, center man. Okay, guys, well, welcome here to MEAC Media Day 2017. Been asking this general question. What was it like when you guys got the word that you're going to be representing your teammates?
Oh, it's great. It's an honor, definitely, to come up here and be able to represent our team and represent our program and, let the fans and everybody know what we have expected for this year.
Okay, and for you, Mr. Aguilar?
Same as well. It feels good, representing the Rattlers on and off the field, and, just keep a good mentality about the, Florida A&M Rattlers and the university.
All right. Now, you guys have been getting ready for what I've been calling the pre-SWAC MEAC Challenge, where you guys are going to be taking on Texas Southern Tigers, representation of the Southwest Athletic Conference. What is it like for you guys to be a part of that as you get ready for your kickoff season?
It's definitely fun. We get to open up this season with a home game, so, that's cool. And, we're just ready to get out there and compete. It's one of the first games of the season. It's supposed to be on television, so we're ready for it.
Yes, sir. August 26th is that slated time for the pickup. Now, let's be honest, and there's no hating on anybody else in the MEAC, but when FAMU is rolling, the MEAC is rolling. What is it like to be the U of the MEAC?
Well, first you gotta, obviously, it starts by winning games, Gotta win those games in order to be considered the U of the MEAC. In order to do that, it starts now. Starts during camp. We just started camp Monday. Grinding hard. Everybody's mentality, the mentality of the entire team has definitely changed. Everybody's bought in, and it's definitely going to be the year of the Rattler.
Now, okay, Brother Aguilar, how has the mentality and the approach changed?
Well, first it started off with a whole new system, and when you bring a whole new system into a team, it takes time in order for people to find that chemistry and be able to just, play fast. Because instead of thinking, as soon as you know what the play is, you play a lot faster that way. And now everybody, with us being the leaders of the team, they follow us. And with us buying in, they're buying in. We got freshmen who are buying in, and that's just going to build the entire team. It's going to build this season.
Yes, sir. And for you, sir?
What was the question?
Well, the question was, how has the mentality and the approach changed from your point of view as well?
Just everybody, like you said, everybody's bought in. Everybody's able to play faster. Me personally, and him too. We've been under Coach Wood for 3 years, so we understand the system. And with us understanding the system, we're able to relay that to the younger dudes, and show them the ropes, so he doesn't have to, preach as much, and he's able to coach more. Just little things like what to do right. We're able to get on them and handle that instead of having Coach Woods, have to do that.
Now, look, I'm not here to stir up anything, but I'm just a reporter now. There's no secret that Bethune-Cookman and you guys have a historic rival, and what is that rival game like? Say, I'm from Prairie View, so I know what it's like when Prairie View and Texas Southern gets together. So, in your own words, what is it like for you guys with that Bethune-Cookman rival?
It's heated. I'm ready to beat them, man. This year is gonna be the year. I'm claiming it. I'm saying it. It's gonna be the year. We're gonna beat them this year. I'm ready for the matchup. We go, like you said, we put in the work all summer. So when that game comes, we're gonna handle it. Okay, you gonna get up on it and handle it, Brother Aguilar. You got it. He's nodding his head like yes, yes, yes.
Well, first I want to say that I don't know, a lot of people don't know they used to be our sister school.
Right.
And now we're gonna bring that back. It's the year of the Rattler this year. We're gonna tell
you gonna make them the stepsister school.
Yep. Exactly what's gonna happen this year. It's the year of the Rattler this year, 2017.
He keeps saying it's the year of the Rattler. I love that, man. We got the OC. Well, I'll say offensive captain, center man, Brother Aguilar. He is amped up, ready to go. You ready to call out some plays and assignments right now? Well, look, guys, it is always a thrill and an honor to represent your school.
Yes,
what are your majors, and what was it that made you want to become a Rattler?
My major is interdisciplinary studies, and just the history, the legacy of the school. My mom, she went to school at Florida State, so she was familiar with the era or whatever. So, I wanted to come up here and just, find out what it was about, and, I fell in love with it.
Okay, and for you, Brother Aguilar?
My major is actually construction engineering technology.
Okay.
And I chose it at FAMU just because I felt the professors and the students were so close to each other, and I feel like a relationship between the professor and student is something that's really important. Going to college is all about networking and building these relationships in order to build your future. And I saw that at FAMU a lot among the students and among professors, so that's what made me choose FAMU.
Very good, very good. Well, gentlemen, I have an opportunity for you guys to give your parting message to Rattler Nation. And starting with you, sir, what will that message be for Rattler Nation?
My message to Rattler Nation, we're going to come out and compete. We're going to win a lot of games, and we're going to strike, and strike again.
You're going to strike, and strike again. And, Brother Aguilar, you get a chance with the final word.
Well, I said it a few times already. But,
you might as well say it again.
I might as well say it again, man. 2017 is going to be the year of the Rattler, man.
Year of the Rattler. All right, guys, thank you so much. Congratulations and good luck on your season here ahead. Rattler Nation representing quite well. We are on MEAC Media Day Road. I said you don't have to snatch the whole earphone off. We got the Hampton Pirates coming in right now as we're getting ready. We're rolling right on. Have a seat, gentlemen, and come on in. As I say, get in where you fit in. North Carolina Central. Okay, we switched up. Okay, let's grab North Carolina Central and your name and position and go right ahead. You're on.
My name is Ramon Simpson. I play running back.
Ramon Simpson, running back, and you, sir?
Antonio Brown, defensive line.
Antonio Brown, defensive line. You got the wrong position, brother. That's Antonio Brown. I'm just messing with you guys to think about that for a minute. What do you mean? I know what I play. No, I just messing with you, man. I'm a Steelers fan, and I heard AB, and I thought that was his little brother or something. Look, so you guys representing North Carolina. I'm sorry, this is South Carolina. North Carolina. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. You're representing North Carolina. You guys get selected from your players and your peers. What was it like for you to receive that message?
I mean, it was an honor. You know, I went in last season just wanted to play, just wanted an opportunity, and Coach Mack, you know, he seen faith with me, and he gave me the opportunity to be here today.
All right. And for you, sir?
It was an honor for me, too. It shows that the coaches, they got a lot of trust in me, so I'm going to do my best not to let them down.
Now, with that being said, do you feel a little added pressure on you guys in particular? These guys chose me amongst all my teammates, and that's going to kind of raise the expectations of me. So if I don't do anything, I can't let them down as well as myself. Do you feel that a little added?
Yes, sir. Definitely feel the pressure, you know, and the spotlight's on you, all the eyes on you.
Okay. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay. And for you, sir?
I feel like it's a great thing because you know, you always strive to get better each year. And I feel like he put that pressure on me to, you know, you need to get better. And I feel like, you know, it's great. I feel like it's great pressure.
Okay, great pressure. As they say, they used to have a saying, I don't even know if they say this anymore. They say, but if you're scared, go to church. You know, so you can't be afraid. People want to be great, but when you're put into position to be great, people kind of get nervous and tight right now. So with all that being said, you're getting ready for this 2017 campaign, this refocus and everything. What is it like for you guys heading into camp, and what's the message in the camp right now?
Going into camp is very, very important that, you know, you get the newcomers, the freshmen, the transfers on the same page, because at the end of the day, the message still remains the same: win a championship. And we just want to get everybody on the same page and get focused, just like we are.
All right, and you, sir?
Like you said, the message is definitely get the team to come together so we can get back to the MEAC championship, man. Hopefully go back to the Celebration Bowl.
Now, what is it like to be the hunted, to feel the pressure of being hunted right now?
It feels good. It feels good.
Look, you know, they say in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, I'm the man, right?
Yes, sir.
So without being overconfident in anything, but that's what you do it for, right? You do it to be recognized as a champion. You do it to say, hey, I put in the time, I earned this, and I'm not just going to lay it down. If you're going to get it, you're going to have to earn it, right?
Yes, sir. And we're always the underdog, and I feel like that's how we practice.
The underdog?
Yeah, I feel like that's how we go in. Like last year, we had no TV games, you know, but we always took that up, and we ate that, and we used that as motivation, you know, to get where we're at today. And I feel like we always stay humble, and we're just hungry and ready to eat, always.
So you say no respect?
No respect.
So I'm going to have to go Birdman, or you put some respect on my name? Is that what we got? You didn't know the old man knew nothing about that. I know it. He's like, man, what do you know about Birdman? Well, that's okay. We're talking with representation from it's from North Carolina, South Carolina. Man, I'm so confused. North Carolina, and you guys, the Eagles, the Soaring Eagles. Is that what did they say? Soaring Eagles?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now with you guys getting ready, you're the hunted. You're going in. You'd improved your point. Now, every now and then, you got to remind teammates, hey guys, that's over with. It's time to refocus and reload. Has that been hard to get some of you guys to refocus?
Always. Guys always take the opportunity for granted, and they never forget where we came from. And, you know, after we get our rings, Coach Mack always has a meeting with us and be like, guys, that was great, you know what I'm saying, but that's over with now. We got a different mission, and, you know, we just go into our new mission with a different motto and a different type of hunger.
A different type of hunger it is. Now, gentlemen, you guys being the defending champions, what led you to North Carolina? What's your majors, and what led you to North Carolina?
My major is Parks and Recreation Administration. And
you going to be saving the Bears and the Beavers and stuff?
No, sir. I'm looking to be an athletic director at a high school.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What led me to North Carolina was it was a coach named Coach Mendenhall at the time, and he was I just felt that genuine in him when I was talking to him, so it made me feel comfortable to sign my scholarship to go to them because I knew he'd always be there for me.
Now, was he related to the Mendenhall that used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No, sir.
Okay, you know I'm a Steelers fan. I just thought you might have known so I can get somebody. And for you, sir?
My major is recreational sports management with a minor in business.
Okay, and what led you to become to North Carolina?
What led me to come to North Carolina Central was I had two older brothers. I had an older brother and an older sister that played at North Carolina Central University. And when North Carolina Central came to me in high school and offered me scholarship, it was like a breath was like a dream come true because, you know, my dream was always to play college football. It wasn't to go pro. It was to play college football at the next level.
Right.
And when I got that opportunity, I instantly jumped on it because I felt like, you know, we already had a family trend going on. And I felt like I belonged there. I loved it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. Say, I belong here. And with that being said, I'm going to give you guys each an opportunity to leave a message to Eagle Nation. And that message would be for what? From you, sir, what?
The message that I would give the Eagle Nation is just to stay strong and keep soaring and don't give up.
Keep soaring and don't give up. And you, sir?
I would like to say to Eagle Nation, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all support, and go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Good luck on defending your title. The North Carolina Central Eagles representation in the house. Now Hampton is coming in. They had us a little flip-flop as these gentlemen. If you guys will allow me to say this, you guys coming in looking all distinguished, looking like deacons and preachers and everything. Who do we have, and introduce yourselves to the radio?
My name is Brendan Cole. I play safety.
Brendan Cole and safety for Hampton.
Stephen Smith, senior defensive lineman.
Stephen Smith, senior defensive lineman. Stephen, you sound like you holler a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, guys, you guys coming in, and the Hampton Pirates. It is Hampton. Yeah. I've got thought of Howard Hampton. Okay, no disrespect. Okay, the Pirates coming in, a rebuilding year, if you will, for Pirates. And what has it been like for you guys to represent and be that new message and a new voice for the Pirates?
I mean, I think it's good. It helps us, you know, establish ourselves as leaders and bring everybody else underneath us. I wouldn't really call it a rebuilding year, maybe a stepping stone possibly. I mean, we didn't do that bad last year.
No, I understand.
We were being defensive players. We were the number 2 defense in the conference. So, you know, definitely this year we're trying to take that strive and become number 1. So.
Yes, sir. And for you, sir?
Well, I've been here. I'm a grad student, so this is my 5th year.
Oh, so you're telling me you're a veteran?
Yes, sir. So
this is no sweat to you at all?
It's not even that. It's just I've been here from my first year. We were 3-9, you know, so I've seen it kind of turn over a little bit, going from finishing 7th, 6th in the conference to finishing 3rd for the last 2 years. You know, just trying to take that next step now.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's a process.
So with that process being started, you know, you got people that are listening right now, and everybody always relates to the champion. You know, that's the champion. That's it. But there are a lot of great ball players, a lot of good coaching. And when you finish, you know, to that number 3 spot, number 2 defensively, what's that message to grind a little bit harder to those that might be on the bubble, say they want to play ball, but they hear, I don't want to be no Pirate. What would you tell them that's something that they don't understand about what it takes to play, number 1, D1 level ball, and to play for Pirate Nation?
Well, you just got to be mentally tough, you know, because there's always dark days. But, you know, we've literally started from the bottom of the brackets and have worked our way up. So it's been a process which makes you cherish it more. You know, we didn't come into a powerhouse that was winning every year. You know, we came when things were kind of down. I mean, we used to be back in the day, but we came when it was down. And, you know, so it kind of means something more when you kind of have built it up yourself instead of coming in and living off of what other people have done.
And for you, sir?
I mean, like Brendan Cole said, I mean, this is my 2nd year with the program. So, I mean, coming in the year prior, we were 6-5. So I just wanted to do everything that I could to, you know, help the program get to where we want to be. And, you know, being that this is my last year, my senior year, you know, just waiting for the upcoming season and try to prosper.
Now, you guys, this is right in your backyard right now, so I'm pretty sure you all didn't have to travel with no overnight travels and stay. What is it like to be able to just roll out of your own bed and be right here in the middle of everything that's going on today?
I mean, it's actually kind of funny. I mean, I'm from here, so, I mean, I know a lot of players in Norfolk and on the team, so just being able to come over here, you know, chop it up with everybody, it's a great experience.
Okay, and for you, sir?
Well, yes, sir. I came last year, too, so I'm kind of used to it.
You told us that. You know, you told us you're the old pro with the old.
Oh, yeah, I'm old head. But, yeah, so, you know, just to drive through the tunnel, really, you know, after you.
Everybody's fascinated about the tunnel.
Oh, I mean, I've been here my whole life almost, so the tunnel doesn't excite me anymore like it does other people.
They get excited about that tunnel. Now, look, it's obvious you guys are homegrown.
Yes, sir.
What led you to want to be a Pirate, and what are your majors? What's your majors?
Well, I just graduated with a major in strategic communications and a minor in political science. I'll be returning to get my master's in sports administration. But I'm really big on the community. I want to rebuild the community, you know. So going to Hampton was, my mother had worked there first, so I've been around Hampton since I was young. So
it's in your blood.
Exactly. I had a brother graduate from Hampton, so kind of like it's just tradition.
You'd have got jumped on if you'd have went anywhere else.
Yeah, basically. It's crazy. I committed to Norfolk State first as a coming out of high school, but I decommitted and went to Hampton. So
after they threatened to put you out the family.
Exactly. So I'm real big on building the community and just being homegrown.
All right. And for you, sir?
I mean, what led me to Hampton, I was actually at a junior college in California, and my parents didn't get to see me play that often, being that I was so far. And once Hampton gave me the offer, it was like a no-brainer. My whole family got to see me. You know, people that didn't see me play since I was young. So it was just the opportunity to come home and get back to the local community, being that I was so far.
Very good. Now, we got a final message, parting words for Pirate Nation, starting with you, sir. What would that message be?
The message is we're going to have a great year. We are the real HU, and we're coming for the championship.
Oh, did you say the real HU?
The real HU.
I'm not going to even get into that one. I'm not going to get into that. You said there's an imposter running around here?
Come on now. Little brothers.
Don't you love it when that heated rival kicks back in? And for you, sir, your chance, the veteran, sir, with your parting words.
I'm just looking forward to seeing the next step we have to take, you know, just trying to get to that Celebration Bowl because it goes by fast. So just looking forward to this last.
It does go by fast. Gentlemen, thank you so much for representing Pirate Nation very well. Good job and good luck on your season. As we get ready, okay, we got the FAMU head coach coming up. We're going to take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from FAMU's coach. We are in the middle of the OpenMic Broadcast Network live coverage of the SWAC Media Day. Not SWAC Media Day, MEAC Media Day. Forgive me, I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready here to continue on with our live coverage for the MEAC Media Day. We have been joined with Florida A&M's head coach. And, sir, introduce yourself and welcome to the OpenMic Broadcast Network.
Thank you, sir. Name is Alex Wood. I'm the head football coach at Florida A&M University. This will be our third season.
Your third season, and once again, welcome here to the OpenMic Broadcast Network. A lot of excitement going on here with the MEAC Media Day, and you guys are involved in a game that I've been calling the pre-MEAC SWAC Challenge. You're going to be taking on Texas Southern, and I understand you're good friends with Coach Mike Haywood. And how did you guys get around to getting that game together?
Well, you know what? It was something in the making early on. Coach Haywood had contacted us about, the possibility of playing the game, and it kind of lingered for a little bit. And then our athletic director, Milton Overton, also got involved and then said, hey, and then we both mutually agreed. We thought it would be a good opener for FAMU and the Jake Gaither Classic, obviously being played, August 26th, Saturday. On ESPN right now scheduled for 6 p.m. kickoff.
6 p.m. kickoff, and you got to be excited about that. And I was just saying, and it's no surprise, you knew this when you took the job, when FAMU is going well, the MEAC is going well. One of the strongest drawing schools, not in just the MEAC, but in HBCUs, period. And what does it be like to be a part of strong historic value that FAMU brings?
Well, obviously that's part of the drawing point of Florida A&M University is the fact that they're well supported. They travel well fan base wise, and it's important. The sport of football and the program. They've got a great past, great history in their program. We're the first school ever to win the FCS National Championship, and on from there, even preceding that, all the Jake Gaither eras of winning, conference championships. So again, it's a great program, storied program, a lot of tradition, obviously, and we're excited to be in charge of it these days, and looking forward to the turnaround.
Now, exactly. You talk about the turnaround. You go 4-7 overall, not the ideal expectations. Some of the things that you knew you needed to address right away in the process of getting that turnaround.
Well, it's just a matter of us, establishing, the right folks for us, and that's what the recruiting process is all about. Making sure, first and foremost, you have to identify a quarterback, and I think we were able to do that last year. We had a quarterback that had some really good play in the conference in succession, I should say, consistent. So I think we're getting that solved, and now that the depth issue, I think we're getting solved as well. We were able this year. Obviously, the NCAA allowed FCS to bring 105 kids to camp, and we were able to do that. So. The depth situation is being addressed as well.
Now, you traditionally have run a spread, and with your newfound identification of a quarterback, will you stick in that offensive format, or are you going to change things up slightly?
No, we'll continue to do. We like continuity. We'll continue to do what we've done. That's what we recruited them. All the quarterbacks that are in our camp now, we recruited all of them, and they came to run this system. So we're going to maintain that.
Okay, we're going to maintain that, and we're now speaking live with Coach Alex Wood of FAMU, the Rattlers, and this is going to be year number 3 or starting year number 4?
No, starting year number 3.
Starting year number 3. So what has it been like for you to be a part of the MEAC families?
No, this has been exciting. Commissioner Thompson, I knew Commissioner Thompson before taking the Florida A&M job. We've known each other from the past. Does a great job, no matter what his endeavor is. He does a great job, and I'm excited about being a part of it. And obviously, I think that our conference at the FCS level is one of the better conferences in the country. So I'm excited about that.
Well, absolutely. And as they say, money talks and everything else walks.
Right.
With the MEAC and the Southwest Athletic Conference, you allow me to add them in on that. 2 historically black conferences are doing quite well. I know television ratings for the SWAC was 39-38%, and it's just as strong from the MEAC side. And then in addition to this Celebration Bowl and the MEAC SWAC Challenge, it is a great time to be a part of both of these conferences.
No, without question. And I couldn't agree more. The excitement is at an all-time high each and every year. The anticipation levels are high. We're looking forward to a great year in MEAC football. The competition, I think, speaks for itself. We want to put the best product we can possibly put on the football field, and we're excited about doing that.
Yes, sir. Now, Coach, I'm going to give you an opportunity. You got people listening throughout the country right now, and you are talking to a parent to get their son to come and play for you. Why should my son come and play for Coach Wood and FAMU?
Well, they should come and play for us at FAMU, one, because FAMU is the premier HBCU in the world. All right, we're the largest HBCU in the world. Not only that, you can come and graduate with a degree from our school in 9 semesters. We'll give you the opportunity to work on a master's degree while you're completing your eligibility in that 5-year window. As well, we sponsor, summer school for our kids, a chance to come and train and develop to your full potential. The only way you can develop is to be there and to be getting trained, and we can provide that for your son. So, hey, come on and check us out. And we've got one of the prettiest campuses in the country.
I thought you were about to say the prettiest females on
campus. Well, that you said it, I did, but that comes with it. That's all part of it.
Yes,
but you got to come see it to understand. And so we welcome you and invite you to come to Tallahassee, Florida. The other reason why we're in a college town that has 76,000 college students at one time. All right, in every session we've got FAMU, Florida State, and TCC. So that's a great atmosphere to go to college.
Absolutely. Coach, you did a fantastic job. I appreciate you very much. Any parting words you want to leave with Rattler Nation as we finish this interview?
Well, hey, get excited. Obviously, it's a new year. That's a great thing about athletics is we got a new opportunity now to set the record straight in terms of Florida A&M football. So come on out and see us. We're looking forward to it.
Come on out and see us, Coach Wood. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And we are on MEAC Media Radio Row. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, with a live extended version of the Mike Prince Show. We will now have coming up, I believe it's Delaware State coming in right now. Head coach for Delaware State. Sir, go ahead and introduce yourself to the Open Mic family.
Kenneth Carter, head coach, Delaware State University.
Coach Carter, welcome. Is that any kind of Coach Carter relation as in the movie Coach Carter? You have that type of approach and mentality, sir?
Well, I do have that mentality, but no relation.
No relation. Well, look, welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show, and here at MEAC Media Day 2017. Spoke with some of your players earlier. Very well represented, character, and all type of tenacity coming in. And sometimes, as they say, the fruit don't fall far from the tree. When you're dealing with a team, it's obvious that you're on the way up. What has it been like for you in rebuilding and establishing Hornet Nation?
Well, first and foremost is getting young people like you just talked about. You know, Bryson Aline is a Delaware kid, and has been a very productive player for us. Has been very productive in the conference. He was third in the league in all-purpose yards, but more importantly, his leadership that he's asserted over the course of his career has been fantastic, and even more so this year. And then Brian Cavalcante is actually a local kid. He's from here. He's from the Norfolk area, and Brian has stepped up his game. And so leadership has been the biggest thing that has helped us move forward.
And moving forward is always the key. I explained to your players that I was at Prairie View A&M University when we were going through the 0 and 88 stages. And it takes a special ball player that's willing to come in, and I'm going to say challenging situations, knowing that they are part of the rebuilding process. How challenging is that to find that right guy to fit what you need to get to the next level?
When we went out recruiting the last 2 years, we made sure that we vetted through every young person, and we understood they understood what we were trying to do and what the requirements were going to be for them, what sacrifices they were going to have to make both on and off the field, and what we expected out of them every day. We tell them in multiple ways, and they always get the same message over and over and over again. But the bottom line is that they were willing to work every day to get to the end game.
Getting to that end game, and I was always telling them as well that first game is the toughest one to get, but once you get over that hump, then the rest begins to take on. Now you run. It's a lot of spread offenses run in this league. Is that kind of like I see them doing it and you doing it? Do you ever think about possibility changing up your approach of offensive attack, or you just kind of go with the flow?
We actually did change.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed coordinators after the season.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very good.
We did make a change, and we are really a combination of more of a run and shoot West Coast altogether. But we're going to run the football. Our priority is always run the football. Multiple formations, 3 tight ends, 2 tight ends. So we're doing a lot of things to balance it out. And then we went out and recruited big linemen too. Got big offensive linemen, which is you got to move people. And if you're not moving people, it doesn't make any difference. But running the football is a priority. And then passing game wise, just the play action, the things off of the run is going to really change a lot of the dynamics. And then using those backs. And we got 3 really good running backs, but being able to line them up at receiver and bring them back in the backfield and run the football. So there's a lot of versatility and really being able to take advantage of personnel that is going to help us.
Yes, sir. We're talking with Coach Carter of the Delaware State Hornets. And here's a surprising little tidbit that many people might not even be aware of, Coach. But your school was the top revenue sharing school in the conference as far as ticket sales and contributions. What's the attribute to that, and how did that come about?
Well, I think that our fans understand what we're trying to do, and they want it to be right, and they see, and our kids are doing a great job in the classroom, but they see that they're working. You know, we keep our nose clean, we just grind it out. And everything in life is not just based on wins and losses, but in football and in athletics. And that is the ultimate goal. But you have to be willing to stay with people and give them a chance to move forward.
Yes, sir. Coach, I want to make sure that we continue to track with you guys and keep up with the Hornets story by way of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I would love for an opportunity that we can drop a line and do a couple phone interviews as this season continues to progress, because I'm really feeling good about what you guys are presenting here at Hornet Nation. Can we count on you to make that happen?
Oh, absolutely. It'd be our pleasure to spread our news and watch everything just awesome.
All right, we want to thank you so much, and we want to wish you nothing but the best for your 2017 campaign. Are there any parting words or lead to Hornet Nation?
Is that we loved our support of our fans and especially our student body, and we look forward to coming together and making everything happen.
All right, looking forward to coming to make everything happen. Coach Carter, again, thank you so much. Representation of Delaware State. We're getting ready now for Morgan State as they will come in here. We're live here on Radio Row here at the MEAC Media Day 2017, and we have now been joined by the head football coach of the Morgan State Bears. Sir, introduce yourself to OpenMic family.
Good morning. My name is Fred T. Ferry. I'm the head football coach at Morgan State University, entering year 2 at our Baltimore, Maryland institution.
Yes, sir. Coach Ferry, welcome to the OpenMic, and welcome here. Another buzzing day here for Media Day here for the MEAC, and coming in, getting things set up. What has it been like for you thus far for this year's conference?
Well, this is year 2 for me, so again, this is an exciting time of the year, a time where college football is getting ready to get back into the flow, and people are looking and wanting college football. So to be down here with all of our counterparts, all the players, all the people looking forward to college football season is exciting. People are asking questions. How are you going to be? How's your team going to be? What do you expect to do? And that's really one of the most exciting times of the year as you get to the build-up for kickoff. And at this point in time, everybody's undefeated. Everybody feels great about their team. And we all got excitement and looking forward to, what we can accomplish this season.
Absolutely. Now, you talked about it, a year of stepping up for Morgan State. And what has been some of the approaches in making sure that's ensured right now?
The big thing, anytime you go from an initial year to a second year, you want to show improvement. This offseason for us, we made some changes. We brought in some new coaches. We put some different things in place to build character with our team, to create togetherness. Some of the things that we talk about within our program is a concept called believe. For us, we have to believe in what we're doing, believe in our schemes, believe in our coaches, believe in ourselves, believe in our teammates. And once we begin to believe, we can start to build trust. And both of those, I've got acronyms for them, and we kind of go through some teaching programs with our kids, and it's really life lessons that we're using football to teach. So this offseason was big for us. We did a lot of team bonding, a lot of just dotting more I's and crossing more T's and just putting our systems and programs in place as we want them to be as we move forward. So it's been a really good offseason for us, and I'm looking forward to what dividends those activities will pay for us.
Now, you spoke of some acronyms. Are you at liberty to share what some of those acronyms will be?
Well, one of the things, if you ever see a Morgan State player or you come to one of our games or you're at a practice, you'll see all of our T-shirts have Believe on the back of them. And what Believe means is it's an acronym. It means by eliminating limitations, it's easier validating expectations. And at any point in time in your life, you're going to face adversity. And those are the things that we call limitations. Some people get caught up in it. They get sidetracked. They're unable to get back on track and get to what their ultimate goal was. So we try to teach our kids on a daily basis that we have to find a way to eliminate the limitations. And by eliminating limitations, it's easier validating the expectations, whatever those expectations are. If they're goals, if they're graduating from college, if they're getting a great job, whatever those things which have stood in your way or have the potential to stand in your way, we've got to do everything within our power to eliminate those obstacles and get back on track to where we need to go. Once we begin to believe, our team believes in each other and our coaches and our process and our system, then we start to develop trust. And what the trust acronym is, once we believe and we have that team concept, then we can start to truly realize unlimited success together. So we can believe, we'll build trust, and then your program has a chance to become consistent in your execution on a daily basis from a football standpoint, from a social standpoint, from a community service standpoint, and in everything you do. And then your program really becomes one of the premier programs that is at the upper echelon of competition community service, and graduating your student athletes.
We're speaking with Coach Ferrier of the Morgan State Bears. Now, Coach, you talked about bringing in a couple of new coaches. Have you changed your offense and defensive approach? We noticed that you do a 3-4, which can be somewhat of a complex defensive scheme, especially on the collegiate level. Are you going to stay in a 3-4 defense?
Well, our defensive coordinator was our co-defensive coordinator last year and secondary coach. So we just elevated him to the full-time coordinator position. So a lot of the things that we do will be very similar.
Okay.
We'll start in a 3-4, but like any defensive scheme, you're going to run some 4-3 stuff. In certain situations, you're going to have some 5-down stuff. So we'll do a little bit of a lot of things. We'll major in a 3-4. We'll do some different things and try to create pressure on the quarterback and keep the quarterback guessing on where people are coming from, like you do with any 3-4 scheme.
Absolutely.
We'll try to get, our matchups in our favor where we can find some guys that we can create some favorable matchups for us and get to the quarterback and hopefully force him to make some decisions really faster than he wants to make them, which is where the opportunity for mistakes happen. And I'm looking forward to our defense this year. We've got 10 guys who at some point in time during last season started games. So that experience we hope will pay dividends for us, and to see those guys mature, get bigger, faster, stronger, and have another year to come back really in the same system, I'm really looking forward to that and the improvements they should make.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, this is something that's always fascinated me, and I'm probably going to date myself when I say this. People hear 3-4, but it's really a 5-2 that you can go to a 3-4. What's the difference between the two defenses? They're really about the same. Is that not right?
Yeah, I think the difference between a 5-2 and a 3-4 really, a 3-4, you're going to have 4 linebackers, and your 2 outside linebackers are not always coming off the edge. When you get into a 5-2 defense, those 2 outside linebackers are walked up on the line of scrimmage every play and blitzing every play. So there's 5 people coming. So in a 3-4, you got 3 which are coming all the time, and then really the goal to it is out of the 4 other linebackers, who is the other 1 or 2 that are coming as well. So you might get 5 people coming. It's going to be the 3 interior linemen, but then you got to guess on which 2 of the other 4 it is. And that's how you cause confusion. So the other part to a 5-2 defense, if you want to play a 5-2 defense, you got to have 3 really stout interior linemen. And, nowadays, especially at our level, FCS, there's not a lot of big 300-pounders inside that you're going to play with every single down. A lot of those guys are getting opportunities to play at bigger schools because the really good players are few and far in between. So you're going to play these defenses where you don't have to utilize as many interior defensive linemen.
All right, Coach Ferrier with the Morgan State Bears. Coach, I want to be able to keep in contact with you and have you on occasionally with the open mic during the football season for some quick interviews and reports. I'm hoping you're up to that. And with that being said, what would be your message for Bear Nation right now? What's your final words?
This is going to be an exciting season. 2017, I think, will be a year in which we show some significant improvements. We've done a good job, in my opinion, recruiting. We brought in a 6'7", 250-pound quarterback, Eli Staley, who's here at Media Day, and he played at Mississippi State and had some game-time experience there, also played at a junior college, and was able to spend the spring with us. So he's familiar with what we want to do. We're excited to see him play. Again, knowing the improvements and the consistency coming back with our defense, I'm looking forward to that as well. But the thing that I promise Bear Nation is I'm excited about this season. We're going to show drastic improvement compared to last season. We're going to be working our tails off to become a consistent force that's going to compete for a MEAC championship every single year. And 2017 will be a year where we put our foot down and move forward.
All right, the foot is put down. The bar has been set. Coach, we appreciate you very, very much. Again, welcome to the Open Mic family and to Media Day 2017 here at Norfolk, Virginia at the Marriott Hotel. It has been a very, very exciting, quick start to this morning. Coach, as they say, you're free to roam across the rest of this event that's going on here as we get ready for the Bison head coach from Howard, and we'll get ready. The Morgan State representing quite well here. Players and representation, as we will now get the head Bison in charge here, as we'll get him mic'd up here. Introduce yourself, sir, and welcome to the Open Mic.
Thank you for having me. Mike London, head football coach, Howard University.
The London bell has been, Big Ben has struck, right? well, look, you're coming in, you're inheriting a situation. Spoke with a couple of your players earlier. The buzz is definitely in the atmosphere. What is it like for you taking on Bison Nation, and what are some things that the family can get to see?
Yeah, first of all, it's a privilege and an honor to be at a place at Howard. It's such a prestigious academic institution. My coaching career has been associated with schools of higher learning. We believe that a young man can ascribe to have a great world-class education and be great on the football field. So our culture and our mindset for us right now is compete for championships. Whatever happened in the past, that happened in the past. We're concentrated on what's going on, with our program now. I've got a great coaching staff. There's a commitment from the administration, President Frederick, about making football athletics successful. Facilities. I mean, there's so many things that we want to bring pride and integrity to Howard University from an athletic standpoint, because it already has that reputation academically. So we're excited about getting ready to get started. In fact, after we're done today, I'm heading back up to D.C. so we can get going.
Yeah, you got to get it, keep it grinding.
Definitely.
Now, Coach, you just made a very, I think, significant identification. There is no doubt that Howard is an esteemed university that takes pride on the educational factor. How challenging, because I won't say difficult, but how challenging is it to get that athletic side on that same level? And what are some of the things that you've had to encounter personally to start this journey?
First of all, you want to recruit an academic profile, not only from the standpoint of a young man's ability to be a part of a Howard experience there in terms of education, but also from an athletic component. There are a lot of young men out there that want the best of both world opportunities. Again, I've been really fortunate with having a career of schools that seek or attract those type of student athletes. And right now, I can tell you right now, the recruiting is going extremely well for us now, because we're identifying with some young men that like the brand of a Howard education. As I said, they like our staff. They like the direction of the program, the commitment that's made by the university. And so if we do well, then everything else, will get noted and do well as well. So a high tide raises all boats. And so, as I said, we want to be reflective of the type of high ideas that Howard has at university. It's cool to go to school, okay? And that's all right. I embrace that. And so we look forward to having a chance to compete on the field and making Howard alum, proud of its football team.
Yes, sir. We're speaking with Coach Mike London. What has been a pleasant surprise for you being a part of the MEAC family? What are some things, you hear and see from afar, but when you experience it firsthand, what's been some pleasant surprises for you?
Well, I tell you what, the coaches that are in this conference, I've known for a long time. Rod Broadway, Alec Wood. I've known those guys. Kenny Carter. They've been in places. They've won at other places. This is a good league that has good coaches in it. And, we're talking about the accomplishments of where guys have been and what they've done. This is an exceptional league of men that has cachet, so to speak, behind what they've done. And they're good people as well. So that's not that it's surprising, but, it's one of those things that we should embrace as a conference. And that, when you talk about the MEAC, then let's talk about it from the standpoint of being proud about it. You talk about competing for championships, whether it's the Heritage Bowl or whether it's the FCS playoff spots, whatever it is. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it and talk about the good players that we've had. We had 2 last year from 2 HBCU schools that garnered national recognition. Well, I got a running back this year that I'm going to talk about, and that's Anthony Filliard, that I think is as good as anybody that's out there. So, it's important that we hold each other up in terms of who we are, our accomplishments, but this conference, this league, to be as competitive as anybody else.
Absolutely. Now, if I can translate for those who might not be able to keep it, it's okay to be who you are as long as you're striving for excellence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Would there be any other way?
But see, sometimes people get so caught up in trying to be what they're not and stepping out of their element, and then they're creating unnecessary pressures on themselves. It's okay that I'm a part of MEAC Nation because MEAC Nation does stand for excellence. It does stand for right. My budget might not be what your budget is, but that doesn't mean we don't strive for excellence.
Strive for excellence. And I got a motivational spot open when we practice on Tuesday. You ready?
I'm
ready for that? Come on in.
Come on in. We'll travel, sir. Coach Mike London, it is absolutely joy. Is there a message you'd like to leave with Bison Nation right now?
No, just the fact that I'm very appreciative of this fact. I believe Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you.
Yes, sir.
And so we want to bring honor and integrity to an athletic component of the university, and we're excited about being able to do that.
Yes, sir. Well, we're excited to have you. Welcome to the MEAC. Welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. What I want to be able to do with you, sir, is to be able to reach out and have some weekly phone interviews with you if we can to keep the process of Bison Nation going back. We're based out of Texas, but we carry the message throughout the nation, and we'd love to have you part of the program.
We'd love to be a part of that as well. We'll make that happen.
Okay, we will make that happen. Coach,
right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Mike London of the Howard Bison. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Savannah State. This is a special edition of the Mike Prince Show in Norfolk, Virginia. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Taking a quick commercial break over that.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize about that. Had a little slight delay in action, but we are back, and we have been joined by Savannah State Tigers head football coach. Coach, welcome. Introduce yourself, and welcome to the Open Mic Show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach. You did some great things last season with Savannah State, and I know it wasn't exactly where you wanted to be, but you got to start somewhere. Explain to people your journey and how you ended up at Savannah State, and some of the plans that you got in the near future here.
Yeah, I most of my coaching career was spent in the Midwest at the Division III level. I coached at Mount Union College, my alma mater, as an assistant, then head coach at Coe College in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and then the last 8 years at Wabash College in Crawfordsville, Indiana. And when the opportunity at Savannah State presented itself, I jumped at it. I thought, being in Georgia and just incredible area for high school football, I felt like we'd be able to recruit some really talented guys and help build the program back to where it was in the past.
Now, we spoke with a couple of your players here that were representing Savannah State, did an excellent job in representation, and they were proud of being of that process of rebuilding Savannah State. What has been that greatest hurdle in getting that message out that it's not the same Savannah State that you're accustomed to?
Yeah, I think, I guess the thing that I thought was the biggest challenge was there's so much negativity around our program, just because they haven't had any success on the field. Everybody was just really negative about the football program, and it was not just in the community, but even on campus. And so I thought the challenge was try and be more positive, kind of try to shield our players from that as much as possible, and try and drum up some excitement for our program. And I think although we didn't win a ton of games, just 3 wins, it's the most they've had. More wins than they had the 7 years previous.
I was going to say 7 to 8 year drought.
Yeah, so it was a lot of improvement, and I think that's drummed up some excitement on our campus and in the community.
Now, Coach, it was done in the Southwestern Athletic Conference at Alcorn State with Coach Hobson, and now here with the MEAC. And when people kind of look, and no matter, we were in 2017, people scratch their head. Did people look at you when they say you're coaching where and you coaching who, and how did you end up over there? Did you face any of that when you dealt with?
A little bit, yeah. I think I'm sure the people at Savannah State faced a lot more why'd you hire him type of questions. But But not from the players. The guys on the team.
The coaches, the players, they just want to win. They want to be in a position of winning.
Yeah.
And what makes athletics beautiful, that it transcends racial background, even ethical upbringing. It's about wins and losses and what can we generate on this field. In this case, football. So once you get past that and they understand, well, this guy does know a little bit what he's talking about. And then for you to be coming from Indiana to Georgia, that had to be a culture shock as well.
Yeah, it was different for sure. And but my family loves it in Savannah, and so the transition I think went as well as it possibly could.
Went as well as possibly could. Now things are up. You've got 3 games, and now the expectation bar has been raised. 3 can turn to 5, can turn to 6, and next thing you know, you could be making a run. And I know you're still in the process of building, but what's been the key and the success to your momentum being built?
I think one key was a lot of times you have a coaching change. The guys that have been there the longest, the seniors and juniors, they're not interested in having things change, at that point. And
how could they not be interested in change when they hadn't won that many games?
Exactly. But you every once in a while you run into people that they don't want they don't want any changes to be made. But when I got the job, I felt like particularly the seniors, they totally bought in. They decided to totally buy in, and that kind of forced all the other players to buy in. So I think that's helped us tremendously. I didn't have to come in and spend a year and a half trying to win the team over, or I didn't have to spend a couple years getting my own players into the program to get everybody on board. The older guys kind of set the tone last year and bought in, and that made all the difference in the world.
We're speaking with head football coach of the Savannah State Tigers, who you didn't know this, coach, but we kind of dubbed you guys as our MEAC team of the year last year with the new turnaround, and I've done a little research on you, and so this guy does win wherever he's going. Given the opportunity and enough time, I can see a turnaround coming at Savannah State. Now, it's been since 1992 since there was a last postseason appearance. I know that's a far way off, but if you were to take a crystal ball in the perfect system for Rayburn, how soon would you say don't count us out before you can see postseason action?
Yeah, that's a difficult thing to predict, but I definitely feel like we're on the right track, and I guess I was encouraged when we hit the road recruiting. The high school coaches in Georgia were really receptive. We're happy to see Savannah State coaches out in their schools recruiting their kids. So I think that'll help the climb to the top happen a little sooner too. We're in a state that plays great high school football, and what myself and the coaching staff discovered last season, last recruiting cycle, is that the high school coaches are, they're really helpful, and they'd love to see their players stay in the state of Georgia instead of, leaving the state to going up north or out in the Midwest to play Division I football. They'd love to see them stay in the state of Georgia, and more than happy to help us out at Savannah State.
Well, Coach, we're excited for the upswing that is taking place at Savannah State, which you're definitely an integral part of happening. I want you to now have an opportunity to give your message, if you will, as we get ready to shut this segment down for Savannah State Nation. What would that message be, sir?
I'd say, please come out and support us and be positive, and I think you'll see I think you'll see the changes taking hold. I think you'll see that our program's going in a positive direction. Positive direction is going. Coach, I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. I want to give you an opportunity to keep your story going. We do weekly talk shows, and we'd love to have an opportunity to speak with you from time to time on the progress that's taking place at Savannah State. Can we count on you for that? Absolutely. I'd love to. All right. Thank you very much. Coach Rayburn of the Savannah State Tigers. We got Bethune-Cookman now on the backside working. Coach, thank you so much. Thank you. And good luck on your 2017 season. We get ready now for Bethune-Cookman
as we're getting geared in take place. And, sir, you're mic'd up, and introduce yourself, and welcome to the show.
How you doing? I'm Terry Sims, head football coach at Bethune-Cookman University.
All right, Coach Sims, what has this thing been like for you so far with this MEAC 2017?
It's been great. It's great atmosphere, great time seeing all my colleagues here, all the guys, and the coaches from other schools in the conference. Seeing all the athletes, it's always good to be around a bunch of young men that are out, striving to do one thing, play football and get a college degree.
And speaking of your young men, they were fired up and motivated here earlier talking about, they got a little excited when they heard the name FAMU come up. And so I know that's always one of those good rivals that sometimes go under the radar when we talk about Power 5 battles and rivals. Everybody like to talk about Ohio State and Michigan, but what is that rival like between you and Bethune, and how traditional and rich it is in history?
Well, it's a great rivalry. It's the last game of the season, so honestly, I'm really just trying to get to the first day of camp on Tuesday.
Oh no, I know.
But it's a great rivalry. The schools have been playing for a long time. A lot of family arguments in this thing. We have a little brother may have gone to FAM, and a little sister may have gone to Bethune-Cookman. So it's a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to educate these young men and give them an opportunity to play some big-time college football and earn a college degree.
Absolutely. Playing football is I guess, secondary when it comes to giving these young men an opportunity to further their lives through education. And, of course, the history of how Bethune-Cookman gets started and the legacy that comes on. With you now being the head man when you're putting this team together, the schemes and everything that goes on, what is it like for you to be in that position, to know that you're in the control and the flow of the X's and O's in this football program?
It's exciting for me. This has been a dream come true, being a head coach and having, total control of a program and being able to touch my student athletes. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, being able to grab these young men and lead them and build them and make them into men and give them back to their parents better than we got them.
Well, one thing about it, a lot of people don't realize that when you're out recruiting, you're not simply recruiting this athlete, but you're also recruiting their families. And what has been, I guess the most pleasurable part to know that you finally won that guy over and say, you know what, I got through to him, I got through to the parents. And how challenging is that when you're dealing on an FCS level compared to an FBS level?
Well, there are a lot of challenges, at the FCS level, but we don't focus on the problems or the issues. We focus on the young man. And, all of these young men come from different backgrounds. You have a variety of kids on each football team, and, some come from great backgrounds. They come from, two-parent homes. And we have some kids that raise themselves. So, you have you hear a lot about the single-parent homes. You hear a lot about kids that may have grown up with their grandmother, but we also have kids. I have two guys on my team that live by themselves their last 2 years of high school. So you have to know the individual, I think, in order to better that person and to help that person grow. You have to really know that person's background and know who they are. The kids with parents or guardians, you definitely have to get to know them, because that's going to tell you what that kid's background is about.
Absolutely. And helps you to become a better coach for that kid.
No question.
And even when it puts them in situations that people don't realize, even though we're talking about a game in football, but sometimes it can be parallel to what they've experienced in life.
No question. It's really big when you get a young man from a challenged background and, to see him in 4 or 5 years after he played a lot of college football, walk across the stage and get his degree, and now he has an opportunity to better himself and better his family through that experience.
We're talking with head football coach Terry Sims of Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Coach, you've been on, historically running a multiple spread offense on the offensive side of the 4-3 defense. Is that to be expected for Wildcats this season as well?
Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of change. We changed offensive coordinators, but we'll still be spread. we'll still be multiple, and defensively we'll still be a 4-3 as we were in the past. So we're not going to change a whole lot.
Now, you may mention that camp's going to be starting for you guys in a couple of days, and NCAA regulations about no more tour days. Being an old football player, I can't even imagine that anymore. But how does that change your approach in getting ready for that also critical opening kickoff game, which is right around the corner?
I really don't think it does. I think it's all in planning. It's what you do. You have to plan your practices out. You have one practice a day, but you also have a walkthrough that you can have that day. So I think if you plan it out the correct way and get the work in when you have to get it in, I don't think it'll be much change at all.
All right, Coach, is there any message you'd like to leave with Wildcat Nation as we get ready to wrap this segment up right here?
Well, I think I'll tell them what I always tell them: come out and support and show these guys that you care about them.
Show them that you care. Showing is caring, right?
No question.
They say sharing is caring, but showing is caring, because if you show up, that means you're sharing.
Right.
Because you have to pay to get in.
Correct.
Okay, and let me say this. You didn't say this. So stop looking for the hookup. Pay for the ticket. Support the schools. Is that fair enough to say?
That's fair enough.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Look, I want to get you we want to be able to keep in contact with you throughout the course of the season, do some weekly, perhaps, interviews or catch-ups where we can get everything going in, and if we can get you to do that, we'd be mighty glad.
Be glad to.
All right, Coach Williams, congratulations and good luck on your season.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're in the middle of our MEAC coverage. We have Norfolk State coming in.
Look,
right now.
Get nobody else.
We're going to hurry up and get him mic'd up here. I heard them say we got the big shot in the house. So go ahead and introduce yourself, sir, to the OpenMic family.
Latrell Scott, head football coach at Norfolk State University.
Norfolk State University. I almost called you Dr. Scott. It's okay. Sir, welcome to the OpenMic Broadcast Network and our coverage here of the MEAC 2017 Media Day. What's it been like for you so far?
It's been a great day. The MEAC always puts on a tremendous event. Fortunately, we're right here in Norfolk. We're at home, so we'll have some Norfolk State fans here. And I've got a short drive home after everything's done.
I say everybody else got to go and rush back to the airport so you can walk right across the way and you'll be at home, right?
No question about it.
All right, now, Coach, you coming in, you spoke with your guys who were on fire.
Mm.
And I always say that the fruit don't fall far from the tree. What is it that's got the motor running? I know it's the beginning of the season, and everybody's undefeated right now, but what's that spark that keeps you rising each and every morning?
Well, I think our guys are ready to have success. We've been together for 2 years now. We're still a young football team. We've only got 6 seniors on our roster, but we've lost some close games the last 2 years, and I think the possibility of what we're able to do has got everybody excited. But we need to grow up and mature and start finishing some of these football games that give ourselves an opportunity to win.
Now, you spoke about having 6 seniors, which can seem like a negative on one end, but a positive on another end when you talk about reshaping a culture. And you got these guys, and you hate to say it like this, but sometimes through the process of elimination and weeding out, what is it like now that you're seeing that corner being turned right now?
Well, I think it's our team. The guys that we inherited were some great football players. We had a ton of talent defensively when we got here. We've meshed that with some offensive talent, but the thing that I think our locker room is different now because everybody kind of has similar beliefs. Everybody believes in our program and what we're doing, and in order for us to take the next step, our system and our culture does have to be, one thought process.
Yes, sir. Now, you like to run some call it 4-2-5. I'm kind of old, so I call it a nickel defense.
Mm-hmm.
What led that? Was that due to the personnel that you had, or is that just a scheme that you have confidence in?
I think it's all personnel driven. I think our defensive line is some of our more talented players. So we wanted to make sure that we had 4 down and 2 inside kids. And I think at this level, you're going to find more nickel-type linebackers than you are going to find the big 3-4 inside linebackers. So all of our schemes, offensively and defensively, are personnel-driven.
Now, a lot of people that would compare the conference, in particular MEAC, it's more of a smash-mouth type conference, and would consider that being more of a finesse defense. How do you answer those?
Well, I think if you've got a good defensive line, you're never a finesse defense. You have the ability to put pressure on people and be physical, but I think you have to be balanced in this league because, not a ton of teams are playing with tight ends and fullbacks. You've got guys that are, in 3 and 4 and 5 wide receiver sets. You have quarterbacks that have the ability to take off and run, so you better be able to match speed with speed.
So is it safe to assume that you spend a lot of time in making sure you recruit those horses that could be up front, and not saying that in a diminutive way of anything like that, but just the big guys who can plug the gaps, take the pressure off your linebackers that can make the plays?
Exactly. Obviously, you probably spent some time with Chris Lee earlier. We're looking for big, athletic, physical defensive linemen. We want kids on the second level that are physical and that can run, and we want kids in the back to be able to play man coverage. Okay. Now, Coach, you
got this momentum going. You're in your backyard right here. What would be the message that you want to leave to the Norfolk faithful here that are here in town?
We appreciate their patience. We appreciate their support. Hopefully this is the year that we're able to turn the corner. Our kids have been together for a while, and we're just a few plays away from being a 7-win football team. And our emphasis this summer will be on creating a system and making sure that we can finish all of our tasks.
Creating the system, completing the task, as they say, get her done.
No doubt.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Want to make sure that we keep in contact with you throughout the course of the year, have some interviews and updates throughout the football season. We'd love to have you be a part of that.
Sure, looking forward to it.
All right, we would like to thank Norfolk and Coach Latrell Scott for the Norfolk State Nation as they're coming through here. We're getting things lined up. Okay, we have North Carolina Central that will be joining up with us real soon here. We're going to get them mic'd up and ready to go as we are right here on the MEAC Media Day. The Eagles are in the house. We got the head man in charge. Sir, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Jerry Mack, head football coach, North Carolina Central.
How you doing, Coach? And welcome to the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
How you?
All right. Well, look, another successful campaign. You have done a good job, a great job. Didn't finish the way you wanted to, but you got a lot to build on right now.
Yeah. No doubt. I think, we came up 1 point short in the national championship game in the Celebration Bowl, but I think our guys are going to be extremely hungry this year to try to turn their corner and try to make another run at this championship, whether it be MEAC and a national championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, with that being said, spoke with some of your guys and said, hey, we don't mind being the hunted. They know all about it, and they said you told them as soon as they get the rings, hey, that's behind you. Let's move forward. These guys seem to be taking the message to heart quite well.
I think that's the exciting thing about each and every season. You get a chance to blow it all up and start over from scratch. And that's one thing we talked about with our guys. 16 was a great season. It was a special season, especially for the teams. But now going to the 17th season, our roster is a little bit different. We have a little bit more competition at positions. We have some younger guys that have had experience, but they haven't been in those starting type roles. So now they get an opportunity to go out there and they got to get a chance to compete and help us try to win another ring.
We're speaking with Coach Jerry Mack, who is ahead of North Carolina Central Eagles football team. Coach, what was it like for you personally to know that you're representing your conference in this Celebration Bowl, which by far has taken life of its own as far as television ratings, the notoriety to both conferences. But what was it like for you personally? Don't give me a politically correct answer. I want to know, what was it like for you personally?
I mean, it was a great honor. Just to be honest with you, I really am humbled to be in this conference and be the head football coach in North Carolina Central. I think we have some outstanding coaches in this conference, some legendary coaches, to be honest with you, that's going to one day be in the Hall of Fame. So just personally, just to get a chance to be in that position to represent our conference, to represent the entire community of Durham, North Carolina, they placed a lot of responsibility on my back, and I don't take that lightly. My family, we got a chance to bring my entire family down there and family members, extended family members that I haven't seen in years, and just all came together and had a good time. Obviously, it was disappointing with the way it turned out, but, that experience for myself and my family and our kids, and that's priceless.
Now, I'm about to make you laugh, I know for sure. How many distant relatives did you have calling you asking you for tickets?
Oh, it was people texting out the gazoo. I tell you.
Oh, man, we're sitting here talking with defending MEAC champion of the Eagles. Coach, you have done a fantastic job, but you, too, you like to run this nickel-like offense, this 4-2-5. What is it behind your theory of running that nickel offense? Defense, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I think that, in our league and in this time, everybody wants to try to put as many playmakers on the field as possible. So we feel like we're going to try to play with 5 defensive backs on the field, and we're always going to keep 2 linebackers just to have that sturdiness against the run. So we feel like we can put more explosive defensive players to try to match up even well with some of these explosive offenses that we face.
Now, it has been duly noted that if you were to compare the conferences as far as the MEAC and the SWAC is more of an offensive finesse style approach, where the MEAC is more of a smash mouth, hit you in the face type of defensive-minded league. Do you think that's a pretty good assessment?
I don't know if finesse is the word I would use probably with the SWAC. They are a little bit more wide open than we are in the MEAC. I think a lot of that depends on the personnel. They have some really great quarterbacks that are proven guys in the SWAC conference. In the MEAC, we're still trying to find our way, especially this year. A lot of us are going to be bringing in new quarterbacks. So I think, you go to, where your bread is buttered, and right now our running game is a little bit stronger in a lot of these schools than our passing game, and vice versa in the SWAC. They probably feel like, from a trigger man standpoint, they got some more guys that are established and they can really spin it. So, you just kind of play whatever your strengths are. And, it just happened this past year that SWAC, they were a little bit more wide open. They did some great things as far as passing the ball. In the MEAC, we had a great quarterback in Malcolm Bell, and there were some guys that were emerging as trigger men as well. So I think as the years go through, you're going to see the two conferences be very, very similar.
Well, we're talking with Coach Jerry Mack, and I know you say 1 point short. Is that a shirt that you're going to have during camp? 1 more point?
Not necessarily,
Well, Coach, look, we want to give you an opportunity to have a message for Eagle Nation, if you will. What would that message be for Eagle Nation right now?
I think I can say to Eagle Nation that I'm excited about being your head football coach, and our young men, they've been working extremely hard over the summer, and we want to make sure that we make Eagle Nation proud this upcoming season.
All right, we're going to make Eagle Nation proud, Coach. We are proud to be able to sit here and speak with you about everything that's going on. We want to be able to continue this conversation and this journey as you go into the 2017 campaign. And we really thank you for coming by and visiting with us on today.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Coach Jerry Mack of the Eagles, North Carolina Central, here on Media Day 2017 for the MEAC Conference. We have now North Carolina A&T in the house. All right, he filled it out for me, and that is none other than, I'll let him introduce himself, but we know he said in the house. We're going to let him go right ahead. Take it away, Coach.
Hey, how you doing? What's up?
All right, and we want you to introduce yourself to our listening audience.
Okay, Rod Broadway, head football coach at North Carolina A&T State University.
North Carolina A&T State Aggies in the house. Welcome to the show, sir. Pretty exciting day here in Norfolk, Virginia. Would you agree?
It is always an exciting day to be here. It means start of football.
The start of football. Does anything else matter other than football?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of things that matter than football. God, family, friends.
Now I know that now, Coach. Okay, I open myself up for that one. Coach, a pretty strong season. Not the way you wanted to finish. What's your building block for this 2017 camp?
Well, one game at a time, and trying to get better, especially fundamentals and technique. We got a lot of work ahead of us, and we'll have an opportunity if we work and get better fundamentally. I think we have a chance of having a decent football team.
Yes, sir. Now, you hear people that say, "What do you mean a lot to work on?" You went 9-3. What else could you work on? There is a thing called perfection, 12-0, and it's all about getting better each time, right?
Well, we don't look at it that way. For us, it's every week and taking steps daily to get better. And that's our goal, is to get better every week. What we did last year, that has no bearing on this season. We lost a lot of great players, but we have a lot of good players coming back. So we're excited about this. We're excited to get started. This may be our deepest team as far as talent is concerned. We just got to do a good job as coaches, getting them coached up.
Okay, getting guys coached up. And speaking of your offense attack, you go with a multiple spread. What led you to that attack? And what are some of the key skill players for you to make that happen?
Well, of course, everything starts with the quarterback. And if you got a quarterback, you have a chance. And we have, I think, an outstanding quarterback. Was playing really well for us last year until he got hurt and missed the final 3 games. But he was just developing and learned how to play this game. And it's taken great big steps this summer to get better. So he's really grown as a football player and as a quarterback. So that's where everything starts with us.
We're talking with head football coach Rod Broadway of the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Coach, you run a multiple defense. What is your base for your multiple defense? And I guess the same question on is that all predicated on the personnel that you bring in?
No, we're on a 4-2-5, and we're up the field, penetrating type defense, fits and fields, linemen's assignments, and tackle well. That's the base of how we play defense, and we just want our guys to go out and have fun, fly around, make plays.
Flying around, making plays, and getting ready. Training camp is literally, I won't even say right on the corner, it's right down the street, as you can see it within vision. What would be the message that you would have for your fan base this season?
Oh, I don't have a message for them. I'm worried about my football team right now. And, we're just going to try to go out and get better as a football team. And, I think we'll have a good football team. The key for us, like always, is staying healthy. If we stay healthy, then I think we have a chance of being in this thing when the smoke clears.
Okay, when the smoke clears, A&T Aggies expect to be in the house. Coach, we are thanking you for this opportunity to get a chance to speak with you. We'd love to be able to keep some further dialogue with you throughout the course of the season.
So you've been working with Ryan McGinney?
Yes, sir. I've been
So you're in Prairie View?
Yes, sir. I class of 1993.
Okay, well, good.
Yes, sir. And I played baseball at Prairie View.
Could you hit?
Yes, sir. I was pretty good to hit, a 353 batting average, 17. I led the SWAC with 18 doubles.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, now.
All conference.
Just couldn't hit the curveball.
Oh, I could hit the curveball.
Just couldn't hit the fastball.
I could hit the fastball.
So you could do it.
I could do it.
All right.
And I'm not even boasting and bragging, but I was blessed.
I understand, brother. I understand.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, brother.
Nice to
you too.
Spoken with you. Coach Broadway of the A&T Aggies. And now the Coach Broadway is pretty animated. We got to keep get on back on there, Coach. Get on back on there. You got a lot to say here, Coach. He harassing my assistant. Talking about, is she from Prairie View? I met her at Prairie View.
Okay, I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We used to have, when I was at Grambling, we used to have some great games against Prairie View, the state third class.
Yes, sir.
So there's a lot of respect for the school and the program there.
Well, I was speaking with Delaware State. I was at Prairie View during the 0-88 season, or if you want to call it season, but nightmare, whatever you want to call it. But there was one thing that people really forget about that era, and there's a number 78. And in that number 78, 78% of the student athletes that were attending Prairie View were graduating.
That's incredible.
That is absolutely incredible. But, of course, I'm not here for the SWAC, but I'm here for the MEAC today. But I like to let people know that there was something still happening, even though it wasn't happening on the field like they wanted to. But if you keep waking up every day, show adversity, and tenacity to work hard, you do get over the hump eventually.
But you know what? It goes back to the old saying, and it was in White Man Can't Jump. Sometimes when you lose, you actually win. So those guys are winners. When you can get 7-8% of those guys walking out with a degree, that's powerful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Good luck with the 2017 season as we now get ready for the commissioner of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, and that is none other than Dr. Thomas coming in, as he is now by far one of the most animated coaches around here, Coach Broadway. bringing his Grambling ties into the mix, and now he is kind of getting things in the midst here with the commissioner, Thomas, is now, we'll have him getting set up here, okay, and we'll get him mic'd up and ready. Let me first shake your hand, sir, and say thank you and welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Dr. Mike Prince here. I'm going to let you introduce yourself to our listening audience. Go right ahead, sir.
I'm Dennis Thomas, Commissioner of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, the MEAC.
The MEAC, and Coach, I'm calling you Coach, but you are the coach of the conference, I guess you could say that way.
I've been a coach as well.
Yes, sir, been a coach as well. A very storied history coming from Alcorn State, a very successful man within his own right, but as any great leader, they don't like to focus on themselves, so I'm going to highlight to our listening audience who might not be aware of his background. As we mentioned, three-time, I believe, all-conference center from Alcorn State. As a matter of fact, beat out legendary Walter Payton of Jackson State for Player of the Year attributes. And coming from an offensive lineman, that speaks a lot of you. You didn't know I knew this much about you, huh, Coach?
Well, no, I didn't. I'm happy that you've done your homework.
Yeah, I've done my homework. I even understand that you are a lifetime member of Alpha Kappa Psi.
No, it's Kappa.
Kappa Alpha Psi. I said Al. I'm sorry. K-A Psi. And look, forgive me. I'm a Sigma man, so I do understand. Got to get it right. But for you having the history and the legacy, this is going into your 16th year being the man in charge, the third official full-time commissioner. You've done a lot of great things in this conference, and I guess the first question is, what's next after 16 years of major success?
I'm happy to hear you say what's next, because we don't focus on the past. We remember the past,
yes,
but we don't focus on the past. We focus on the present and the future. And we appreciate all the things that we've been able to do. 13 truly outstanding institutions. The student athletes, the coaches, the staff have done a magnificent job. And I'm very fortunate to be commissioner of the MEAC.
Yes.
We're looking forward to continue our academic success of our student athletes. We want to continue to improve the graduation rate of our student athletes. We want to continue to improve them being solid citizens for our society, and move on in the world and promote not only their institution, but the conference that they actually participated in. Now, on the football front, we want to our next goal and objective is to have instant replay for all of our conference games, and we've talked about it now. So we plan to implement that in the very near future, and so that's one of our goals, short-term goals. In addition to that, we want to continuously improve upon our basketball tournament. And our basketball tournament has grown significantly, and we need to continue to improve in all aspects of it. Also, we want to build our corporate partners portfolio. We have some outstanding Fortune 500 companies that are part of our corporate partnership, and we want to continue to build on that.
We're speaking with Dr. Thomas of the MEAC, or the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, the commissioner, going into year number 16. You've got to be pleased with the turnout that you've had for this MEAC Media Day 2017. And for people that don't really understand, there are a lot of moving parts to get an event like this put together, right?
Absolutely. And I have to give Ryan McGinty, his staff, and my staff all the credit for putting on an event like this on an annual basis. And because we have to showcase all that we are from a football perspective for our student athletes, for our coaches, and for our institutions as well. So Ryan McGinney and his staff have done a magnificent job.
Well, Coach, I'm sorry, I've been talking to so many coaches.
Well, you know, I coach as well.
Yes, sir.
So
I know.
I'm not offended by being called
Sir,
coach.
but I do want to give honor to whom honor is due. One of the I guess, job descriptions for you being the face of the conference, that being the commissioner, is that your job is to sell this brand to those corporate 500 potential partners and those that might not be as familiar with the MEAC as what it stands for. And so I know you make mention about not staying in the past, but recognizing the past as you move forward to the future. What would be the message that you would like to share with those that are listening right now that might not have ever had a detailed interaction with the MEAC?
First and foremost, we have 13 truly outstanding institutions. Of those 13 institutions, we have over 85,000 students, talented students, and we have over 350,000 active alumni of those 13 institutions. So that's value within itself. And when you have value of that magnitude, then you have to sell your value to corporate America to show how your value is valuable to corporate America.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and to ensure that they clearly understand that you can help them move their needle.
Yes.
In terms of product, in terms of branding, in terms of consumer loyalty, so forth and so on. So those are the kinds of things that we like to structure with corporate America to achieve their goals and objectives.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's from my gathering, it is a message that is being received and shall continue to be received as you guys continue to stay on the grind as far as that's concerned. Now, I want to switch, if I could, just for a moment. We do understand about the football impact between the MEAC and the SWAC as far as the football games, the pre-game or the preseason game and the championship game is that of the Celebration Bowl. Is there any discussion perhaps of that even transcending toward basketball or even baseball for that nature between the MEAC and the SWAC champions to solidify that championship of the HBCUs?
Well, first of all, that bowl game has been a tremendous success, and it has provided a great deal of branding and exposure and marketing for both conferences. And I have to commend ESPN, John Skipper, who is the president and CEO of ESPN. Pete Derzick is also who we directly interface with, has done a magnificent job with the leadership of the MEAC SWAC Challenge and the leadership with the Celebration Bowl. So I have to give Pete Derzick a great deal of credit.
Yes, sir. We've got an interview going on. Somebody got a little animated next door.
Well, this is football season. Everybody hyped up. Everybody is fired up. Everybody emotional.
It's fired up, baby. It is fired up. Now, I want to switch back to your plan, if you allow me to do this. What was the experience like for you to reach the level of success that you reached on your playing field, and how has that transcended to you in your workforce in corporate America?
Somehow, God bestowed in me at an early age that always try to be the best that you can be. And my parents, Russell and Marjorie Thomas, always instill in their children that whatever you become involved in, be the best that you can be with it. And that's been a driving, motivating force. Is whatever activity that I was involved in, I wanted to be the best. And so that's part of my motivation as commissioner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to be the best commissioner. I want the MEAC to be the best conference, and work towards those. It just can't be about some verbal articulation. It's got to be about some performance.
Yes, sir.
There has to be some results.
The bottom line
and
is accountability. Right?
Accountability.
Yes, sir.
So if you look at the results, then you know there has been some performance done.
Yes, sir.
And that's not a great deal of verbal articulation, and you look behind yourself, and there's no substance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Substance is definitely the key, and people if you allow me to translate, it's time out for lip service. You got to put some action in motion with your words, and hopefully you can get some results at the end.
Absolutely.
Because when the bottom line, if I hire a coach, I'm not hiring a coach because he sounds good. I'm hiring a coach to go and win some games. And if they're not getting those games won, I got to find somebody else who can. Get the message that we are dealing with student athletes, but in the meantime, I do need you to win some games as well.
Right.
Is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment, but also I want to be very clear that it has to be several parallel tracks for a successful head coach.
No doubt.
Obviously, you want to win games. You want to win championships. But at the same time, you want to develop student athletes to be productive citizens for our society. In addition to that, you want them to graduate. You want them to have a meaningful experience under your tutelage. But you want them to graduate.
Yes, sir.
So they will have an opportunity for success in life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all about building productive people and making sure that they have a fighter's chance to make their mark in society. Because when we're looking at the majority of our student athletes, I don't know if you know the exact percentage, what are African American or Hispanic American or white American, but we know for the major part, these are African American student athletes who have been blessed with the skill levels to play Division I athletics, but more importantly, get that degree that's going to open up corporate doors, it's going to open up the next legislator or the next leader, whether it's on a community, regional, or national level. And to say that they were a part of that very fiber that makes up the MEAC has got to be something that you're obviously proud of being a part of.
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. Dennis Thomas.
You know, I tell people all the time, my mom and dad named me Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Dennis Thomas.
Yes,
Dennis
sir.
Earl Thomas.
Dennis Earl Thomas. With that being said, sir, would you have any final words you'd like to share with our listening audience right now?
Well, first and foremost, I have to commend Ryan McGinty for bringing you to my attention and how you could help our media day achieve our goals and objectives.
Yes, sir.
And so I want to thank you and your crew for coming in and adding a special piece to our media day.
Yes, sir.
Because we want to get as much exposure.
Yes, sir.
On the social media platform, all platforms
yes, sir.
that promote our institutions, our student athletes, and our coaches. So thank you very much.
Well, we thank you very much, sir, and we pray that all were pleased and will continue to be pleased that it could be a budding, beautiful relationship.
Thank you very much.
All right. Dennis Earl Thomas of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. We got one more being lined up here. What a day of events this is. We have Hampton University lining up in the house. We're going to get them mic'd up here momentarily, sir. We'll give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to our listening audience, and you're on.
Hi, I'm Connell Maynor, head football coach at Hampton University.
All right, Connell Maynor. Did you just say Maynor?
Maynor.
Maynor, yes, sir. Okay, I want to make sure that I know
M-A-Y-N-O-R.
Okay, yeah, I want to make sure I had it right there. Coach, welcome here. I guess you're the last of the Mohicans of the day, man. I guess they say the best for last, huh?
Yes, sir. That's what they do.
Okay, what has this media day been like for you, sir?
It's been great. We look forward to it because we know once media day get here, it's time for the season, and
it's time to get it on, right?
It's time to get it on. My guys report Saturday. We're going to start Monday, so it's very exciting times right now, and, college football all around America, so it's exciting for us, too, here in the MEAC.
Yes, sir. Now, with you coming in from Hampton, we had some of your guys say the original HU. I didn't want to get involved in all of that, but it's been very exciting to see, first of all, the turnout that you had here. And as the coach, you say the beginning of a new season. What are some of the things that you had to address in the offseason that you know that this season is going to be taken care of from beginning?
As far as player-wise, you know, we lost some receivers, and you know, we got some young guys, and then we brought in one other receiver that's older. So, you know, those guys have to step it up and make some plays for us offensively. And then quarterback-wise, we lost Jay Williams in a fifth-year senior, and so we have Dedmon Williams and Brian Cox to be competing for the starting job there. And the good thing about that is I think both of those guys could be the starter. So whoever emerges as a starter, we got a very quality backup who can step in and not miss a beat if he had to play.
Well, don't you like it when you have depth, Coach, where you got a chance to choose instead of just throwing somebody out there and hoping on the wing and a mercy? You know that you got guys that are going out there competing, and that makes your team better overall because they know that I got a guy pushing me. And if a guy is really concerned about being successful, they embrace the competition and hence the team gets better overall.
Yeah, competition, it brings out the best in you. And those two guys have to compete this spring and now in the fall. So the starter will be sharp and ready to go, and because of the competition. And then, of course, you know, if you got one, you got none. You know, because if that one go down, then you're done. It happened in North Carolina A&T last year. So, you know, I'm very pleased to have two quality quarterbacks that we could put in the game.
Now, your offensive choice would be what, Coach?
We're multiple. We do it all. We are all kind of formations, and we do that so we can play to our strengths and the defense weaknesses. Because you know, you just one type. You know, you might not have the players to fit that type, and now you're not getting the best out of those guys. So we're multiple, so we can put different players in different formations where they bring out the best in their talents, and then also play to defense weakness.
Now, when you say multiple, I'm kind of old school. Mm-hmm. You see this gray on me right there.
Sir.
Do you throw in a little misdirection from time to time, or you just kind of stay away from that altogether?
Oh no, we run some boots, some counters. We run 1 back, 2 back, no backs, 5 receivers, 3 receivers, 2 receivers, 1 receiver, 2 tight ends, 3 backs. You know, so when I say multiple, I mean multiple formations.
You truly do mean multiple formations.
Yes, sir.
Some people, they call us, you know, they say they're multiple, but it's basically a fancy spread where they flip one guy 3 receivers on one side and 1 on the other.
And then 2.
Yeah.
That's not multiple. No.
Well, look, you got a chance now to give out a message to your fan base. What is that message right now?
Well, that message is time. It's time. It's year 4. Last couple of years we was 5-3 and came in 3rd place last year behind A&T and Central, and now it's time for the Pirates to step up. And we got to think. I think we have the ship head in the right direction. And of course we're gonna need some breaks. Anytime you plan on winning a championship, you're gonna need some breaks. You're gonna need the ball bounce your way, and then we got to stay healthy throughout the season. And because it's a tough league, well coached, and there are a lot of great teams, a lot of great coaches. And so we plan on being right there and look forward to the Pirates being in the stands, supporting these guys, because it means so much to these guys, and they play so much harder when they can look in the stands and see the stands packed and people cheering them on.
Well, Coach Maynard, the leader of the Pirates, has spoken and said that it is time, and with that, it truly is time. We have gotten all coaches in for today, and as you said, you saved the best for last. Coach, I want to wish you nothing but a successful 2017 season. We want to be able to keep in contact with you on our weekly talk show. We can get some interviews with you from time to time if you're up to that, sir, and we'd love to have you on board here at the Open Mic.
Okay, no problem.
All right, Coach Maynard and the Pirates, get ready for the 2017 campaign. Good luck to you, sir. And we have come to the end.
Thank you.
Very effective. He said, say it one more time, Coach.
Thank you. Go Pirates.
Go Pirates. He got it. And thank you again, sir. What a day it has been here for the MEAC Media Day 2017, rated by Dr. Mike Prince in full force. We're going to see if we can get Mr. McGinty, or is he gone? We'll try to see if we can get him on board here, as the Pirates coach Maynard was our last of the Mohicans to get this one taken care of. What an event this has been. Truly thankful and grateful for the opportunity here. We're in Norfolk, Virginia. finishing up our media day coverage for the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. We heard from the Dr. Dennis of the Commissioner, Dennis Thomas, as he was giving forth his appreciation. We do appreciate being here at the MEAC Media Day. It has been a very fulfilling day of events, players coming in, rolling right along, as we heard from all coaches and a few players in selection. And we're going to go ahead. McGinty is not here. We'll close out with my running assistant, Ms. Stephanie. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm fine.
All right. You're feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Just been busy trying to get all the coaches in and get all the players in and getting in what needs to be done.
Right. It has been a very fulfilling day. You got a chance. You've experienced the SWAC and the MEAC Media Day. Another good event. Would you agree?
I do agree. It's been big, it's been busy, and just thanking God for the opportunity.
Thanking God for the opportunity, absolute, no doubt, as we get ready to shut things down here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network and our live coverage here of MEAC 2017. Remember that the station designed with you in mind is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Dr. Mike French signing off for right now.